This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
You all ready for this? Dun 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 dun.
This is a sham.
No. Nope.
Y'all, just stop.
Welcome to DBL. It's Thursday, December 16th. I'm Tori here with Al, Erica, and Lindsay. Well, the holidays are right around the corner, but there's new reason for concern thanks to Omicron. Now, the CDC is out with some grim projections, and they're saying we could see a massive holiday spike with 1.3 million new cases a week by Christmas Day. Folks, that's up by 55%. They're also saying deaths could jump to more than 15,000 a week. I just want us to sit in that for a second. So what does this mean for your holiday plans? Is it still safe to go see relatives? Here's what Dr. Fauci had to say on GMA today. Take a look.
If you and your family are vaccinated and boosted, hopefully, you should feel comfortable about having a holiday situation where you have dinners and gatherings in your own home with family and friends.
Dumb. So, does this seem like a giant contradiction? Are you changing your plans? What do we feel like? They're saying it's really dangerous, and then they're saying, but go be with your family.
I think it's science kind of acquiescing to society at this point. I think they know that we're not ever going to go through or even attempt a massive lockdown again. That's not happening. So I think they're just trying to get people to be as safe as possible. Remind them that if you are vaccinated, you definitely still need to get a booster, but they're not. It doesn't seem like they're really locking down anything like they tried to a year and a half ago, because I think society spoke and they were like, we're not doing this. And however you feel about it, I think science is like, that's what it is.
I think a lot of people are just willing to say we got to figure out a way to live with this thing, because obviously people who are very set in their ways, whether that's they're getting vaccinated and boosted or they're not getting vaccinated at all, we don't have a very large movable middle. So at this point, it's like we either, I mean, just think about it this way. Like, we have family that are getting up in age that we haven't seen in years. Like, these are precious times, precious moments. My mother just said to me a couple weeks ago, we went home last weekend for my dad's 72nd birthday, and she's like, we were just together for Thanksgiving. Do you guys want to, like, pay all that money and come out? And I was like, what am I supposed to do? Like, would I rather go and buy a purse with the money? I want to spend time with my family, because I know for a fact, especially after this year, time is not guaranteed.
I mean, I was reading a lot of stories about people who've been triple vaccinated, got the booster and everything, and still caught COVID or have family members, even with the UK being at level 4, where it was a couple years ago. It feels like traveling, seeing family, it's all accessible and at the same time irresponsible.
Right.
And it's frustrating because what are you supposed to do? Like, I want to see my family, but also, and they're saying you can do it, but then also the whole house might catch COVID.
Right.
And like you said, it's just that time of year where, you know, you have to make a decision and just try your best to protect yourself. But no one has given us any real answers, because there might not be any right now. We're learning all together with scientists how to deal with this disease, but we can't stop living.
And I know Dr. Fauci's in a rock and a hard place trying to not contradict himself, but it does feel like we should panic a little, but we shouldn't panic. So it's like a little confusing. So we don't panic here. We just have facts, not fear. Just want to let that clear. All right, looking at some of these COVID headlines may leave you scratching your heads. Like I said, let us explain here. So first off, the NFL is reporting now more than 75 players have tested positive this week alone. That's a huge increase from earlier this season. Next up, Broadway has been hit hard. Popular shows like Harry Potter, Hamilton, the Tina Turner musical, Wicked, and even more have canceled upcoming performances. But on the other hand, the CEOs of both American Airlines and Southwest are pushing for the government to lift the mask mandate on airplanes, saying masks don't really add very much and the air quality on planes is safe. So again, I'm going to ask the same question. What's going on here? It just seems like another contradiction. Would you feel safe taking your mask off on an airplane? Can we all just say no? Okay. Now, I will say American Airlines is trying to backtrack and say
it's too late. That article's out, and it will be forwarded on every site that's an anti-mask site. He already said it. The cat's out of the bag. It's over.
Well, he agreed, and what they're saying.
People aren't going to read that deep.
Okay.
They're not.
Well, can I say what American Airlines is saying? They're saying that he agreed only to the quality of the air and not the no mask mandate. That's what American Airlines' newest update is.
I think the problem is right before COVID, airlines kept getting more tight and tighter and tighter. The seating was smaller. You barely can fit your legs in the seat, and we were on top of each other. Then they started blocking the middle seat after COVID, and then they decided, okay, well, this is too much. We're losing money for all those middle seats. And now they're like, okay, masks are making people not want to fly. We're losing even more money, and so it's just become back to profit over people, which was what it was before COVID. Only certain airlines like Delta, I don't know if they were on your list, but
Delta's been great
Delta
about it.
has been great about it. Is what I'll say. If they were, I was going to be sad. But like Southwest throughout this has been pretty consistent with we're getting rid of the middle seat blocking. One of the first ones, Frontier, we're getting rid of it. And it's just like if you pull your money away from these airlines, then they'll start to change policy that and make policy that benefits you.
I'm a lifelong Southwest person, and this makes me really think about leaving completely. They don't have a vaccine mandate either. Sorry to interrupt.
No, when you're talking about profits over people, who's on the front line of that?
Yeah.
You don't think that this week that the flight attendants are going to be the first ones to have to hear, well, your CEO of your company doesn't even believe it, so why are you making me, this is a disaster. I think that there is a long history, especially over the past year, and I understand that things are constantly evolving, of not thinking before speaking. That's who is going to bear the brunt of this statement.
Your workers.
I mean, that's, Erica, we saw that with our frontline workers. Remember whenever I was like, we're all about our frontline workers. We love you guys. A week later, people were screaming in their face because they couldn't, pick up their pizza without putting a mask on for 10 seconds. So, I mean, you're exactly right. The flight attendants are who are going to get it with the yelling at, and they're going to really be exposed to now a plane full of people without masks.
Or want to take it off.
And with a super highly contagious variant. So that's a nice combo.
It is a disaster. I agree with you. All right, so this is very unusual. The outgoing director of the National Institute of Health, NIH, as you guys might know it, decided to bid his colleagues farewell with a COVID-themed rendition of Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Check it out.
Somewhere past the pandemic, masks will come off. No more need for a nose swab every time we cough.
I think you were laughing.
I feel like it's like, when you start to go a little crazy. I do that when I don't sleep for hours with Kinsley. I start singing random things and think it's funny just
like
myself.
Punchy.
He was having that moment. I think he's that done with COVID.
Yeah.
And so you just got to laugh with him okay, yeah, we get it. You're getting to crazy town.
Yeah, and I feel like he was a long-standing guitar player that wanted to show that
I also
off.
feel like that was the only melody he could play.
Yeah.
And he had to shove the lyrics into that melody, and it didn't work. It's like,
I agree
you're
with that.
shoehorning, bro. You're shoehorning the lyrics.
Yeah. We'll be right back. Coming up on DBL, your skincare routine could be harming you. A plastic surgeon reveals the trends that can make you age even faster. But first, Ben Affleck is walking back the comments he made about Jennifer Garner. We'll tell you what he told Jimmy Kimmel last night, plus J-Lo's reaction to his remarks. Stay tuned. Closed captioning provided by
had a little lamp. So I will, if there's a cello around me, I will show people I still know how to play the cello and play with the things that I remember. And so that
you should. I only do the beginning, so I go sing us a song, you're the piano man, and then I don't know the rest. I'm like, we're good.
That's what they say that a lot of performers in New York City that sound great when you get off the train. They just know that one riff, but it's constantly people coming every 30 seconds. So they just need to know a little bit, and you're like, this is undiscovered talent. But they just know that one little
I have a rule in New York City. If I laugh or genuinely am entertained, I'm giving up some cash.
I
have a rule, but if it's okay, you didn't even try, just walking around with the hat. But if you do something that makes me laugh, you're definitely getting $10. I don't care.
Yeah, when I lived in Queens, the break dancers that would be on the Q train would just
amazing.
be, oh my goodness.
When there's a kid involved hanging from the side, it's okay, I'm giving you $10.
Incredible, core strength to be able to hold it while the train is moving. They're holding this, but their feet are off the ground. It's like Cirque du Soleil almost. It really is.
It is amazing.
You just know. It's all right, we need everybody's attention.
Yeah, and I'm like, yay! But then there's also
some days if you're not in the mood, that's not funny. When they're like, everybody, we need your attention, it's like I had the worst day at work.
Sometimes
you can't have my attention.
Jumped and they're like, please don't dance in front of me.
When I lived on the Upper West Side, Lindsay, you get this. I was there used to be a mariachi band that would get on the 1, 2, and 3, and I remember I used to get my hair cut in the East Village. I'm going back uptown. And I saw there was this older black woman. You could tell she'd been on her feet all day, just sleeping, head against the thing. and this mariachi band came and just lined up right next to her, and I just watched the whole thing. This band lit up, and she's just like,
That's crazy. You gotta know your, like, you can look around and see who doesn't want to be bothered.
Literally
It's pretty clear.
trumpets in her ear,
That
like
poor
immediately.
woman. There is someone that could, when you got off, I was on the Upper West Side, the 9, they'd always say, are you depressed right when you get off? And I was like, obviously. Then they'd want you to go talk to them, but I was like, please stop doing this. We're all depressed. Move on.
And I got Scientologists.
Ben Affleck. What a guy.
Segment over.
I'm done. Thank you guys so much for coming. He's clarifying some of the comments he made on the Howard Stern show yesterday. We talked about this a lot, of course, and how he seemed to blame his ex-wife, Jennifer Garner, for his drinking problem. Well, he told Jimmy Kimmel last night it was all taken out of context. Watch.
And he said that I had blamed my ex-wife for my alcoholism and that I was trapped in this marriage. Like, just made me out to be like the worst, most insensitive, stupid, awful guy. Really, like, it's about my kids. I gotta just draw a line.
Right,
you know,
of course.
I'm really clear. Like, that's not true. I don't believe that. It's the exact opposite of who I am, what I believe, and I would never want my kids to think I would ever say a bad word about their mom.
Well done. Well done. I'm glad he went and cleaned that up. I like that.
You do?
I do.
Can I ask a question that now I'm going to look like the jerk?
No, please. We're on the talk
I feel
show.
really bad. I read it a little wrong, and maybe I'm cynical, but I felt like he was sort of blaming us for the way the public interpreted the interview, meaning another blame. It was like blame,
Or he
blame,
could just be
more
saying it appears as if my interview was misinterpreted. What'd y'all get from it?
I think if you, like, if I say a full sentence and somebody cuts out that full sentence and it becomes a headline, I said the whole sentence. Nobody chopped together his words. He literally said that. Maybe he misspoke, but you did an interview and people took what you said and they made it a headline. So maybe they focused on that one part, but you literally said it.
Yeah,
it's the risk that
agree.
you take. You know, that's why people are so, I mean, there are people who are like, I'm going to do an interview, but I'm only going to do an interview with this particular person for this particular reason, because I understand that we are aligned in what the belief or what the messaging is coming out of that. Anytime you're speaking openly, I mean, we take a risk. I say all the time, like, we're walking on landmines. We take a risk every day we come in because we speak openly. And of course, people are going to take whatever we say and they're going to interpret it through their lens. But we're speaking through our lens. That's just the game that we play in 2021. Yeah. It's like, I was watching a show where it's like, if you want to be a public figure, then you get dragged for the 24 to 48 hour cycle, and then you get back up and you do it all again. That's the price of fame in 2021.
Interesting. Well, Jennifer Garner actually hasn't publicly commented on Ben's interview, but some tabloids are reporting that she was less than thrilled with it. Just keep in mind, these are just reports, but according to In Touch, Jen felt Ben's comments blaming his drinking on their marriage were disrespectful and a slap in the face. Meantime, there's another Jennifer in all of this. Remember Jennifer Lopez? Well, she and Ben were all smiles as they arrived at Jimmy Kimmel taping yesterday, but Page 6 is reporting J-Lo also wasn't too happy about his comments, calling it, quote, reckless.
I saw that they're trying to have all the kids get together with J-Lo and Ben, and I can't see the other Jennifer being like, cool. No, it's like, no, the kids are going to hang out with me because obviously you don't know how to just speak to not make me look crazy. I don't know. That's like a big request for somebody who just bashed me all week.
Yeah, it just shows you that not only did the public misinterpret it, Pierce, she did too. So that means that most people took it for how it sounded. Now, I like the fact that he walked his comments back. He did not have to do that. We have experienced people in our life that would not do that. I don't think the interview went great with Stern, but I think he cleaned up on aisle 4 the best he could.
Oh, I disagree. I totally disagree.
You don't think, what would you
I think he looked like he was blaming us for the interview he gave willingly to Howard Stern for how we interpreted it from his words that he said. And I get that maybe he could have said, I said a lot more and we took it out of context, but don't come on the offensive when you've dug the hole. You're digging deeper, in my opinion.
All right.
All right. Also, do we believe the J-Lo thing, that Jennifer, if she's mad, you think Lopez is mad?
No.
Okay, interesting. We'll be right back. Good statement.
Watch out.
Senator Ron Johnson of Wisconsin recently claimed during a town hall meeting that gargling mouthwash, quote, has been proven to kill the coronavirus, unquote. Johnson later tweeted a link to the results of a clinical trial that concluded commercially available mouthwash can potentially reduce the viral load of SARS-CoV-2, the virus that causes COVID-19 in saliva. And now people are questioning whether gargling mouthwash can prevent or treat COVID-19. So let's verify. Our sources are the American Dental Association, 3 major brands that produce oral care products like mouthwash, and Dr. Jason Kindrachuk. The study referenced in Senator Johnson's tweet looked at the impact of mouthwash on viral load in saliva, but it didn't say mouthwash is a cure or preventative treatment for COVID-19. According to the American Dental Association, quote, there is currently no evidence to support that mouthwash reduces infection with or is a treatment of disease caused by the COVID-19 virus, unquote. Verify reached out to the makers of Crest, Scope, and Listerine mouthwash, and all 3 companies confirmed that no evidence currently exists that rinsing with a mouthwash prevents or treats COVID-19. Dr. Jason Kindrachuk says claims that mouthwash can prevent or kill COVID have been around since 2020, but they aren't true.
So for regular mouthwashes and rinse aids, when we heard about these suggestions very early on in 2020, none of that has borne out into fruition.
So we can verify this claim as false. There's no evidence gargling mouthwash can prevent or treat COVID-19. Through the pandemic, Johnson has been accused of spreading misinformation about the virus. In June, YouTube suspended his account for a week after the senator shared a video encouraging people to use alternative COVID-19 treatments. With your Verify, I'm Ariane Till.
Welcome back. When something seems too good to be true, it probably is. Earlier, we sat down with America's holistic plastic surgeon, Dr. Anthony Yoon, and he spilled about popular trends that will actually age you. Check it out.
Dr. Yoon, welcome to DBL. So you are a holistic plastic surgeon. Most people wouldn't think the two go hand in hand. So what exactly does that mean?
Well, what it means is that back in the past, 20 years ago, as plastic surgeons, all we really could do is cut. We would lift things up by doing facelifts and brow lifts and blepharoplasty, things like that. But now there is a whole plethora of things that we can do to turn back the clock. And it really does start with what you eat. The food that you eat can have profound impacts on your aging process and the health of your skin. There's so many other things that we can do non-invasively using technology. And so it's kind of looking at anti-aging from this holistic, whole body, kind of whole world of possibilities perspective.
I love that.
I do too, but I want to talk injections because there is so much confusion because we hear all of these different terms like Botox, fillers. Are they interchangeable? What's the difference?
Yeah, there's a huge difference between Botox and fillers. Botox is a neurotoxin. It causes muscles to not move, essentially. And there's some wrinkles called dynamic wrinkles that Botox is great for. And those are typically wrinkles in the upper face. The forehead lines, the frown lines, and the crow's feet. Those are treated by Botox. Filler, the best way to describe filler is it's kind of like liquid skin. You can inject it into parts of the face to basically plump up the lips, to fill out the cheeks, or fill out wrinkles. So in general, wrinkles from here on down is filler. Wrinkles from here on up, that's Botox.
Interesting. You know what I love about you too is because, of course, you know, we do our research here, and I love that you are not only, you know, a very well-respected plastic surgeon, but you keep it 100 with your patients and with people seeking help from you. You admit to them that there are popular procedures that you tell them don't do it. They actually will speed up the aging process. What are they, and why are people still getting them? Why aren't other doctors advising their patients like you do?
Well, unfortunately, it comes down to money. And there are some procedures, especially popular on social media, that young people are getting that aren't necessarily the best things for them. So the first one is called a buccal fat removal. And this is removal of a little gumball-sized chunk of fat from the inside the cheeks. This is something that's being done all across the country, and with a certain type of facial shape, a rounder shape, kind of a bottom-heavy shape, then that can work nicely to contour the face in. But if you do that procedure in the wrong patient, somebody with a thinner face, like let's say myself, it can actually cause me to age more rapidly as my face gets thinner as I get older.
Wow. And there is one other routine, or there's one other procedure as well, right? Was something with the lip, the upper lip?
Yeah, so another super popular procedure online is the upper lip lift. And that's essentially removing a chunk of skin from the top of the upper lip, the bottom of the nose. And this is something that's been advertised all over social media.
I've seen it.
Yeah, typically young women in their 20s. But the problem with that operation is it creates a permanent scar underneath the nose.
Yikes.
And in young people, we don't know how this is going to scar. That scar can be very visible. It can even develop into a keloid. So this is a buyer beware, definitely type of an operation.
Oof.
Wow, I know.
Lord.
Thank goodness for him.
Oof, child. Well, what do our faces need in the morning and night? Do we really need a 12-step routine?
You don't. And that's the problem is right now, it seems like if you've got a skin issue, you think, well, maybe if I just buy another product and apply that to my skin, it's going to make my skin better. And what can happen is you get people who are on 6, 7, 8 different products and they don't like their skin. They're having breakouts and things like that. So the simplest thing to do, especially if you've got issues like that, is pare down that skincare routine. In the morning, all you really have to do is cleanse your skin with an appropriate cleanser, apply an antioxidant serum like vitamin C, and then a good sunscreen, ideally SPF 30. At night, you cleanse your skin, super important to get rid of that day's worth of grime and dust and pollution and the makeup, and then use an anti-aging cream, one like retinol or growth factors or peptides. And honestly, if that's all you do, you're way ahead of most people.
I love that. That's so simple, too. Thank you so much, Dr. Yoon. DBL Nation, you can follow Dr. Yoon on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram for more holistic plastic surgery tips. We appreciate you. Thank you. We'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
Help. That sound means it is time to verify. Signed, sealed, and delivered with COVID-19. 'Tis the season to send Christmas cards, but with COVID concerns front of mind for yet a second Christmas, we need to revisit this question about your mail. Teresa Wilson asked, why has no one mentioned the fact people still lick their envelopes and want to hand them to a postal clerk? She said she's a postal clerk and asked, isn't this unsanitary? Let's verify. Our sources for this are the Centers for Disease Control, a National Institutes of Health study on COVID and surfaces, and Wake Forest Health infectious disease physician Dr. Chris Uhl. We got a similar question during Christmas time last year with holiday cards. We found a National Institutes of Health study that looked at how the virus spreads on different surfaces. It found the virus can live on paper products like cardboard for up to 24 hours, but has no infection capability on that surface. The CDC also concludes touching surfaces is not the main means of transmission. That said, Dr. Uhl understands viewer Teresa's concern about handling freshly sealed mail.
Now, licking in an envelope is directly putting saliva on the envelope. The virus isn't going to last long in that environment. After, a few minutes to an hour or two, its transmissibility is basically nil. However, if you're going to lick an envelope and directly give it to somebody who then is ungloved and then for some reason wipes their face, I guess there's a potential for transmission in that section.
However, he said it's probably not a major concern or health threat. For postal workers like Teresa, wearing gloves and washing hands can reduce any threat of transmission. So we can verify, yes, it's true. Licking an envelope is unsanitary for the postal worker, but simple precautions can mitigate that risk. And overall, you are very unlikely to spread COVID through the mail. But to be courteous and health conscious, just seal your envelopes at home with a sponge or sticker instead of saliva. With your Verify, I'm Megan Malaris.
After nearly 2 years of suspended payments and interest, the Biden administration is telling people with student loans it's time to pay up. This week, White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki confirmed to reporters that the student loan payment pause instituted by the CARES Act at the beginning of the pandemic in 2020 is still scheduled to end on January 31st. That means, starting in February, an estimated 41 million Americans carrying student loan debt will need to account for a new expense in their budget. In total, Americans owe a staggering $1.6 trillion. Leaders in the president's own party are calling for him to extend the pause and eliminate some of that student debt. They argue resuming the payments now could lead to financial hardship, especially with the emergence of the Omicron variant. The White House says they're monitoring the impact of Omicron, but a smooth transition back into repayment is a high priority. As for eliminating some student debt, the White House has said they're open to the idea, but are still waiting on legislation from Congress.
If you still need to buy a gift for someone, you're good. Stop it, Al. We've got you covered. He always tries to mess with me. Check out these deals Steph showed me earlier from our friends at Morning Save. All right, what do you have for us today, Stephanie?
So first up, we've got a 2-pack of iJoy Chase Face Plus Object Tracking Robot. This cell phone holder has intuitive face and object tracking, so wherever you move, your phone will follow. So these are normally $50, but right now they're only $19, saving you guys 62%. So we've got 2 almost famous, look at these, gorgeous, almost famous cryo cooling massage globes. Yes. And you just literally use these devices to soothe your skin. It reduces redness, tones down puffiness, it improves circulation, and promotes skincare absorption for plump, youthful looking skin. So normally these are $69, but we've got them for only $25. I know it saves our viewers 64%. So we've got the Power to Go 5-in-1 wireless, look at these, private listening TV headphones. So this deal comes with 1 set of headphones with 1 transmitter, which is this thing here, and it comes with a power adapter. So with this deal, you can have a private listening experience for music, TV, and more. Ooh. So these are usually $60, and right now it's $19. So that saves 68%. And then last but certainly not least, we've got Life Pro Mobility and air compression leg massager. Whoa. So this deal includes one of these gorgeous massagers with a charging adapter. The massager has 3 different vibration modes, 3 different heat levels, and 3 intensity levels for customized comfort. So normally it's as much as $225, but right now we've got it for only $99, which saves you 56%.
Head on over to morningsave.com to snag these amazing deals at the lowest prices. You can even visit morningsave.com on your smartphone. Thank you so much, Steph. I'm telling you, I got those things that you can put in the freezer and then rub them on your eyes when you wake up. The best thing I've ever done, and they're unique. So if you have someone you've no idea, stocking stuffer, it's great.
Okay, well, we didn't have a name of that for that product.
No.
Just
DBL
that
do
thing
every
you
day.
smash on your face. Get it for your mom.
Bye.
Tornado caused widespread damage. Several people wondered on social media if it's rare to see a tornado outbreak in December, since tornado season is usually in the spring. So let's verify. Is it rare for there to be a severe tornado outbreak in December? These are our sources. The U.S. averages about 1,200 tornadoes a year, and since they require warm, moist air to form, they're more common in the spring. That doesn't mean they can't happen in the winter. On average, about 24 tornadoes occur in December, usually in the deep south, where the weather is still warmer, although most are nowhere near the strength of the tornado that hit last week.
In December, it's very, very uncommon, almost unprecedented.
A weather report archivist found there were more tornado warnings issued on December 10th than on any other December day since at least 2001. So it's true, it's rare for there to be a severe tornado outbreak in December. With your Fast Fact, I'm Brandon Lewis.
There's nothing like having a real tree in your home, but it's a bummer when all of those needles end up on your carpet. In fact, there's a whole Christmas tree genetics program dedicated to solving this problem. Researchers say they've identified which genes help trees hold on to their needles. And now they're working on super seeds that could reach growers by 2028. The goal is to have less than 1% of a tree's needles fall off through the Christmas season. And it's not just the needles. Researchers are also working on trees that have a stronger aroma, need less watering, and could even be resistant to climate change, creating fantastic firs that even Charlie Brown would be jealous of.
Here's what we're talking about today on Daily Blast Live.
Could COVID ruin another holiday season? With mass COVID cases and Omicron predictions, why is Dr. Fauci saying it's safe to gather? Crazy holiday decorations going viral, from Santa in an outhouse to beard ornaments. Have these decorations gone too far? And we're catching up with friend of the show, Jonathan Bennett, live. He joins us in just minutes.
Oh my gosh.
Are you insane? This is a sham. No.
Nope.
Yeah, just stop.
Finally here. Drum roll. Welcome to DBL. It is Thursday, December 16th. I'm Sam here with Al, Erica, and our very own Dr. Coley.
Hi, guys.
Thank you for joining us. In fact, you're the perfect person right now because the holidays are right around the corner. But there's new reason for concern thanks to Omicron. The CDC is out with some grim projections. They are saying we could see a massive holiday spike with 1.3 million new cases a week by Christmas Day. That's up 55%. They are also saying that deaths could jump to more than 15,000 a week. All right, so Dr. Coley, what does this mean for holiday plans? Is it still safe to celebrate with relatives, to even travel to go see them? Before you answer, though, I want you to check out what Dr. Fauci said on GMA, and then we'll hear from you.
If you and your family are vaccinated and boosted, hopefully, you should feel comfortable about having a holiday situation where you have dinners and gatherings in your own home with family and friends.
Okay, so break this down for us because I'm already reading comments from our viewers and it seems contradictory. Like here we have the CDC saying don't gather, but then Dr. Fauci saying it's safe if you're boosted and vaccinated. Do you agree with that?
I do actually agree with him. And I think they're not saying contradictory things, even though it sounds like that. It's just a matter of perspective. So are you guys glass half full or glass half empty type of people?
Half full.
Empty.
Oh.
I'm a comic.
So you're the CDC
Yeah.
in this case. And Sam and Erica are Dr. Fauci. So Dr. Fauci is looking at the perspective of the individual. If you're vaccinated and boosted, the chance of you having infection risk, it's not zero, but it's low. And the chance of you, getting very sick is very, very, very low. So he's saying individually, it's safe to gather. The CDC, on the other hand, is looking at the public health perspective. So they're saying what is going to happen to the total number of infections and to the spread of the infection as people gather, and that is going to go up.
Okay, so given these new predictions, what should we expect or what should we do about our holiday plans, especially if we're visiting elderly relatives?
Great question. So if you're vaccinated and boosted, you can absolutely go visit other people that are vaccinated and boosted. But I would say, Erica, if you're visiting anyone elderly, or like in my case, I'm going to see my niece and nephew, they're not eligible yet for the vaccine. Take a bunch of those rapid tests with you so that you use testing anytime you have a new exposure before you're getting into somebody else's bubble. If you're not vaccinated or boosted, don't travel, please.
Okay, so you just brought up something that's really been weighing on me as well. So we are all vaccinated and boosted, but we're in the same situation that you're in, that you have a newborn in the family. Now, if the newborn or the mother was vaccinated, is the newborn okay?
The newborn is more protective if mom is vaccinated and boosted, because remember, her antibodies go down, and mom, if she's nursing, can pass antibodies through the breast milk to the baby. So if mom got boosted, the newborn does have some protection, and we've just learned this morning that the vaccines actually do offer some protection against Omicron even.
All right, wow. Okay, so looking at some of these COVID headlines, they may leave a lot of people scratching their heads. So let us explain. First, the NFL is reporting more than 75 players have tested positive this week alone.
Browns.
Okay, that's a huge increase from earlier this season. Next, Broadway has been hit hard. Popular shows like Harry Potter, Hamilton, the Tina Turner musical, Wicked, and more have canceled their upcoming performances. But on the other hand, the CEOs
both American Airlines and Southwest are pushing for the government to lift the mask mandate on airplanes, saying masks don't really add very much and that the air quality on planes is safe. So what's going on here now, Dr. Coley? These headlines, I understand why our viewers are scratching their heads.
Absolutely. So I have to say I'm disappointed about Hamilton because I was going to go to New York and catch it, but not this year, maybe next year. But I have to say I'm really upset with the CEOs of the airlines because they're acting irresponsibly, and this is a business decision, not a scientific one. The science does not support taking masks off on airplanes. And if you're going to do it, you better make sure that every single person on that plane is vaccinated and boosted, because you're sitting in a closed compartment next to somebody else, and yes, the air circulates every few minutes, but exposure can happen within seconds. And it's sort of like the analogy I like to use is being caught in a rainstorm, and it's pouring rain. There's virus everywhere. Why don't you put your umbrella up?
Right.
And they're taking away our umbrella by making us take
You
the mask
mentioned they're not thinking medically, they're thinking business, but isn't this bad business too, considering that you are hurting your customers? A lot of airline customers are like us three. We stick to one airline, we build points. So if you are essentially jeopardizing their health, killing them, that's taking your customer base away from you. So it doesn't even sound like a good business decision.
Well, a lot of people, Sam, are not vaccinated, and those people don't want to wear the masks. I mean, that's what all the fighting is about with the air marshals and everything. And they would want to travel more, I think, if the masks come off. And because we think Omicron is milder, they're taking a calculated bet here and saying, so what if we have more infections? People aren't going to die. They might just have a cold.
Wow. Well, we're talking about people gathering, and obviously, like when it's cold, that's when everybody gathers inside, watches the game, you know, or you were talking about Hamilton, they go to shows, or even just going to the bar. A lot of people do that when they go home for the holidays. What would you tell those people? Like, what's the best way to keep safe?
Indoor setting, vaccination status unknown, keep that mask on. There's no other option because, you know, it's really hard because you don't know who else is there, what they brought in. Now, let's say you do end up taking your mask off, then you do damage control and get a test 3 to 5 days after exposure to make sure that you're not positive.
Okay. And that's even if you're vaxxed and boosted. Still keep that mask on.
You know, Cornell, what's happening, you've heard, right?
I
they had
saw
a huge
yeah.
Omicron outbreak, including people that are vaxxed and boosted.
Well, let's talk about the Omicron outbreak because they're saying the cases are doubling every few days. The bottom line for us, is this a whole new reality for us, and what can we do about it?
Significantly more contagious variant than Delta, guys. I mean, this is a whole new beast that we're dealing with here. But the good news, again, is that illness is looking a lot milder. So I think we're seeing the transition in real life happen here from pandemic to endemic. We're going from that crisis mode to living alongside this variant, learning how to mitigate, learning how to change our behavior in order to keep this variant at bay.
It's like having a roommate you hate, but you can't get out of the lease.
It's exactly like that. Yes.
Okay.
And this roommate won't go away. It's more contagious.
All right, so I want to share this with you because it's pretty unusual, all right? The outgoing director of the National Institute of Health decided to bid his colleagues farewell with a COVID-themed rendition of Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Check this out.
Somewhere past the pandemic, masks will come off. No more need for a nose swab every time we cough.
What did you think of this?
Mixed feelings, honestly. I don't hear what you guys think. I mean, I love this song, obviously, and it inspires us that we're going to get there. But I don't want to make light of what has happened and how many people we've lost. So how do you guys feel?
I feel like he knew one song on the guitar, and so he was like, well, I got to jam these lyrics into this melody, and that's what we got. So I don't know where the mixed feelings are. I have some very strong feelings. That should never happen again. I don't know.
We're playing it
Look
again.
at that.
All
Thank you, Booth.
Yeah, thank you very much,
Love y'all.
producers. Coming up on DBL, and thank you, Dr. Coley, as always.
Of course.
Coming up on DBL, Ben Affleck is walking back the comments he made about Jennifer Garner. We'll tell you what he told Jimmy Kimmel last night. And a Real Housewife is sharing her exclusive flirting tips. If you still need a date for your holiday party, you might want to stick around to hear her tips.
Closed captioning provided by We've All Got...
Sorry.
Yeah, so I was asking Dr. Coley because Dr. Coley, congratulations.
Well, thank you.
Anytime there's a
auntie.
newborn, a newborn, you're an auntie. And that was one thing I was not, especially in the past, 2 years. The babies that have come up, I'm super, Lindsay had her baby. I did not hold her without my mask on. I just felt so, restricted. With my niece, her mother was vaccinated and boosted, and I felt like, okay, we're in a different era than what we were before. So have you had conversations with your family about
We
the same
have,
thing?
especially because we're getting data out of South Africa that Omicron may be more severe in kids under 2. Because, number one, because they don't have the vaccine necessarily, they may have some passive antibodies, but number 2, their immune systems are different than the adult immune systems. So we do have to be extra careful around those babies, especially anyone under 5, I would say right now, but not to the point where we can't see them, can't hold them, can't touch them, because we do know that those antibodies offer some protection. So I want you to know you did all the right things. You wore your mask, you washed your hands, you did your best to minimize your contacts before you come into contact with the baby.
There's nothing there.
Welcome back to DBL. Tori's back. Yes, she is. Okay. There she is. All right, so nobody likes to be alone for the holidays. So Luann de Lesseps has some tips for flirting so you can hopefully cozy up to someone special. She shared them with Page 6. Take a look.
Charm goes a long way. People forget to give each other compliments and to, make really good eye contact and let people know that, you like them without, touching people, of course, because in this day and age, you have to be careful about that kind of stuff. But, and doing shots out of people's mouths.
Oh, the Countess. Okay, so Erica, do you like Luann's tips? Do you have any specific flirting advice that you would want to share with our viewers?
I know that this gets controversial, but I believe in letting people know how you feel about them. I think that it's a risk, of course, they may not feel the same way. But I remember being in college and I had friends who had boyfriends in their minds for years and they never did anything about it. It's you either need to do it or get off the pot. Because it's dead the situation so that you're not romanticizing it in your head. Maybe that person feels the same way, maybe they don't, and then you can move on. Free your mind.
Okay, so Erica's a speak your feelings, but I feel like Tori's itching to show us her flirting maneuver.
Well, there's a certain look that you can do that I learned.
Wait, give it to the camera. Give it to the camera.
And I learned this by looking it up on Google. So let's just see. It's a look where you look a half a beat too long at the person. So you're the person I'm flirting with, okay? You're Todd. Oh, hey.
That was good. I saw the little...
Did I freak you guys out?
No, I don't know how you'd be spinning around, but yes.
Yeah, I felt it.
It's just a beat. It's a beat. Okay. And really, it's confidence in the eyes.
So you look at them too long. What do you do?
I did nothing.
Al, yes, you have a move.
Sam,
That's
no,
not true.
Because look, let's be honest.
You do have a move.
On this panel. You guys are 3 very attractive people. So when you flirt, usually the person responds. I'm a normie. So I don't have that luxury. So when I go places, I need somebody with yellow flags.
No.
What?
Can I share your
What
move?
is my move?
Okay, so Al will go out to a bar and he'll see a group of women. He'll go up to them and just be like, Al Jackson. Look it up.
No, that was our. Me and my buddy that's the doctor, we used to do that when I would go to a table and be like, Al Jackson, ask around.
Oh yeah, ask around.
And then you walk away and it creates mystery, and then they're like, and then your friend comes behind you like, what was that about? And then you start talking at the table. It works.
Just for context, though, this was before like Google that you were doing this.
Ask around. I think that's cute because it's confident. It's almost jokey.
It's what you do when you're not an 8.
Yeah. When you're not an 8. You are an 8. You're 10. You are a 10.
Don't change it now.
It's an 11.
You started with an 8.
Okay.
Let's okay. We'll leave. I'm good with that, even though it's not true.
Coming up on DBL, Jonathan Bennett is
Yes.
Yes.
Jonathan.
Let's see it, Jonathan. Give it to us. Oh, God. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, and then he turned away. Oh.
Yeah, that works. Don't go away. We're back in just 2 minutes. That was excellent, JB.
Watch out.
Senator Ron Johnson of Wisconsin recently claimed during a town hall meeting that gargling mouthwash, quote, has been proven to kill the coronavirus, unquote. Johnson later tweeted a link to the results of a clinical trial that concluded commercially available mouthwash can potentially reduce the viral load of SARS-CoV-2, the virus that causes COVID-19 in saliva. And now people are questioning whether gargling mouthwash can prevent or treat COVID-19. So let's verify. Our sources are the American Dental Association, 3 major brands that produce oral care products like mouthwash, and Dr. Jason Kindrachuk. The study referenced in Senator Johnson's tweet looked at the impact of mouthwash on viral load in saliva, but it didn't say mouthwash is a cure or preventative treatment for COVID-19. According to the American Dental Association, quote, there is currently no evidence to support that mouthwash reduces infection with or is a treatment of disease caused by the COVID-19 virus, unquote. Verify reached out to the makers of Crest, Scope, and Listerine mouthwash, and all 3 companies confirmed that no evidence currently exists that rinsing with a mouthwash prevents or treats COVID-19. Dr. Jason Kindrachuk says claims that mouthwash can prevent or kill COVID have been around since 2020, but they aren't true.
So for regular mouthwashes and rinse aids, when we heard about these suggestions very early on in 2020, none of that has borne out into fruition.
So we can verify this claim as false. There's no evidence gargling mouthwash can prevent or treat COVID-19. Through the pandemic, Johnson has been accused of spreading misinformation about the virus. In June, YouTube suspended his account for a week after the senator shared a video encouraging people to use alternative COVID-19 treatments. With your Verify, I'm Ariane Till.
Welcome back to DBL. So he is a friend of the show. We love him dearly. Please welcome back Jonathan Bennett.
Yes.
Oh, yes, honey. Hey,
Hi,
hey.
guys.
Hi,
First
love.
of all, Tori, I was looking at your flirting skills. And when you looked right in that camera, I was like, yep, still gay. Still gay. Yep.
Thank you for keeping it 100. Thank you, Jonathan.
Still gay.
Yeah, exactly. It did not work. Okay. So Jonathan, first and foremost, how does it feel to be engaged at the same time as your Mean Girls co-star Lindsay Lohan after all these years? Congratulations.
Oh, look at us. Look at us. The gold, that's America's golden couple right there. It didn't work out for either of us, but we didn't keep our relationship going. It is absolutely so joyous to have Lindsay Lohan engaged at the same time I am. And what I love, I keep saying, is the smile that I see in the photos of her engagement is the smile I know on Lindsay's face when she's genuinely happy.
That's so good to hear.
It's like, 18-year-old Lindsay where we're having like milkshakes at Mel's Diner and like giggling. That's a genuine happy smile. So I know she's absolutely ecstatic, and I got to talk to her, and she's so happy and excited, awesome. And I'm so excited for her. And what a weird thing, Aaron Samuels and Katie Heron are engaged at the same time. Yeah. 2 men.
I love it. I mean, everybody deserves a happy ending, right? But you were a host, we all know, on Cake Wars. So did that experience elevate your standards for, like, let's say, your wedding cake?
That's a good question.
Okay. Here's the deal. I have hosted over 200 and some episodes of Cake Wars. I've eaten more cake than anyone in the entire world, and the best cakes by the best bakers. And however, when I tried our wedding cake at Unico Resort, which is where we're getting married in Mexico, Unico Resort, I said, hey guys, you got to really bring your A game for the cake. The orange and strawberry cakes that I tried blew me away. And I was like, wow, you guys did it. I have no notes. I ate it and I go, no notes. You've done it all right. So yes, my standards are very high, but Unico Resort cake is delicious.
Yummy! Orange cake. I know, never heard of an orange cake. Interesting.
Because you're going to be in Mexico. It's going to be like a whole thing. It's going to be, citrus and fun. And the orange cake is delicious.
Nice, tropical. All right, now let me ask
upset she's not invited.
What?
Well, ever since I sent her that letter of cease and desist, she's not allowed to come within 200 feet of me.
Yeah,
so that's
when
why.
he came to studio, you were looking
That's
at him
why
too
I'm
long.
not there. We have to do it via Zoom.
It is true. I'm supposed to be about 200 yards away. 200 yards away. Now, you were a house guest, my love, on Big Brother, just like our co-host Jeff. But you were the first to go home, and I was really upset about that. Where did it all go wrong?
From the beginning, Tori. And from the very beginning is walking on the set is where it went wrong. So what happened was I knew I had to be like myself and charming and nice and try to get people to like you. And then all I could think of was Ryan Lochte and I don't want to be together because we're like the same deal. Mm-hmm. So like if we're together, people are going to vote us out. And like the first day I was like, Ryan Lochte had to pick who his partner was going to be. And as much as I love that man with all my heart, he turned to me and he's like, you boy, you're my partner. And I'm like, no, I'm not your partner. They're not going to like that. Once we were joined, I was like, Ryan, don't win. Whatever you do, don't win this challenge because we'll have a target on our back. He's like, I got you, fam. And then 2 minutes later, we won because then I realized like, the only time Ryan Lochte hasn't won is never. Like he never does something like a physical challenge and loses. So it was like there was no point in telling Ryan Lochte to not win the physical challenge. He's not able not to. So once that happened, it was just downhill from there.
Well, yeah, that's the one thing in show business no one talks about is like there's a thing where when you walk into a set, you know who your competition is, and it's never spoken, but you're like, okay, it's me and that guy. All right.
Yep.
Like, when you're black, it's easier.
He's like, let's join forces. I'm like, no, we don't want to join forces. No.
I get it. Now,
I'm like, give me Kato Kaelin. Like, I'll team up with him. Great, come here.
Kato did well, yeah.
Yeah, he did. He actually really
Yeah.
did. Now, last year, Hallmark started to push for more diverse storylines. So tell us how the Christmas House 2 is going to continue that push.
Nobody's stressed. Wow, I am so excited for Hallmark Channel and the future of Hallmark Channel with Lisa and Wanya and the whole new team. It is just such an exciting time to be a part of Hallmark Channel. And the Mitchells are back this Christmas.
Yeah.
The entire Mitchell family, Hallmark's favorite family, comes back for the holidays. And this time, the family has grown. My husband and I bring back our 2 kids now instead of 1.
Wow.
We've all expanded, so there just are more Mitchells to love. And what's so great about this family and about the way Hallmark tells this story is that it's what a modern family looks like in 2021.
Yeah, totally.
This is what a modern family is.
Yeah.
In the age we're living in, this is what love and family and Christmas looks like.
I
and
agree.
so when the family comes back, they're all trying to put on the perfect Christmas, right? Everyone wants to have this perfect Christmas. But because of how quirky the family is, there's no such thing as a perfect Christmas. It's never going to happen. But what makes it not perfect is what makes it beautiful. And I think people are really going to identify with the characters in the movie because we all have the holidays coming up and we want it to be perfect, but we all have that mom or that dad or that brother or that sister or that aunt that, has all these quirks to them, which is why we love them.
The wild
But
card.
it adds for so many layers to the family dynamic when you're trying to put on the perfect holiday. You know what I mean? So it's really, really fun for people to see a family on Hallmark Channel that isn't perfect and that has quirks and is filled with so much humanity and love
real.
that they'll be able to see their own family in it.
Exactly.
It's like this panel.
You're imperfectly perfect. Yes. Jonathan,
Yep.
thank you so much for chatting with us. We adore you. Tune into the Hallmark to watch the Christmas House 2, Deck Those Halls.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jonathan.
Love you, buddy.
Come see you soon.
Thank you, guys. Love you.
Love you.
See you, brother.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
Help.
That sound means it is time to verify. Signed sealed, and delivered with COVID-19. 'Tis the season to send Christmas cards, but with COVID concerns front of mind for yet a second Christmas, we need to revisit this question about your mail. Teresa Wilson asked, why has no one mentioned the fact people still lick their envelopes and want to hand them to a postal clerk? She said she's a postal clerk and asked, isn't this unsanitary? Let's verify. Our sources for this are the Centers for Disease Control, a National Institutes of Health study on COVID and surfaces, and Wake Forest Health infectious disease physician Dr. Chris Uhl. We got a similar question during Christmas time last year with holiday cards. We found a National Institutes of Health study that looked at how the virus spreads on different surfaces. It found the virus can live on paper products like cardboard for up to 24 hours, but has no infection capability on that surface. The CDC also concludes touching surfaces is not the main means of transmission. That said, Dr. Uhl understands viewer Teresa's concern about handling freshly sealed mail.
Now, licking in an envelope is directly putting saliva on the envelope. The virus isn't going to last long in that environment. After a few minutes to an hour or two, its transmissibility is basically nil. However, if you're going to lick an envelope and directly give it to somebody who then is ungloved and then for some reason wipes their face, I guess there's a potential for transmission in that section.
However, he said it's probably not a major concern or health threat. For postal workers like Teresa, wearing gloves and washing hands can reduce any threat of transmission. So we can verify, yes, it's true. Licking an envelope is unsanitary for the postal worker, but simple precautions can mitigate that risk. And overall, you are very unlikely to spread COVID through the mail. But to be courteous and health conscious, just seal your envelopes at home with a sponge or sticker instead of saliva. With your Verify, I'm Megan Malaris.
After nearly 2 years of suspended payments and interest, the Biden administration is telling people with student loans it's time to pay up. This week, White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki confirmed to reporters that the student loan payment pause instituted by the CARES Act at the beginning of the pandemic in 2020 is still scheduled to end on January 31st. That means, starting in February, an estimated 41 million Americans carrying student loan debt will need to account for a new expense in their budget. In total, Americans owe a staggering $1.6 trillion. Leaders in the president's own party are calling for him to extend the pause and eliminate some of that student debt. They argue resuming the payments now could lead to financial hardship, especially with the emergence of the Omicron variant. The White House says they're monitoring the impact of Omicron, but a smooth transition back into repayment is a high priority. As for eliminating some student debt, the White House has said they're open to the idea, but are still waiting on legislation from Congress.
We are receiving quite a few comments in regard to our outfits. Yes, we are wearing the same outfits as yesterday, excluding Erica because
and me, I changed my clothes.
We have to. Oh, we have to do a. We had a gaffe yesterday, and we're gonna have to redo a rap show.
There you go.
Yeah.
Call it what it is.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
it was against my my freedom of expression to wear the same thing twice.
We'll be right back.
The cleanup continues in parts of the Midwest and South after a massive tornado caused widespread damage. Several people wondered on social media if it's rare to see a tornado outbreak in December, since tornado season is usually in the spring. So let's verify. Is it rare for there to be a severe tornado outbreak in December? These are our sources. The U.S. averages about 1,200 tornadoes a year, and since they require warm, moist air to form, they're more common in the spring. That doesn't mean they can't happen in the winter. On average, about 24 tornadoes occur in December, usually in the deep south, where the weather is still warmer, although most are nowhere near the strength of the tornado that hit last week.
In December, it's very, very uncommon, almost unprecedented.
A weather report archivist found there were more tornado warnings issued on December 10th than on any other December day since at least 2001. So it's true. It's rare for there to be a severe tornado outbreak in December. With your Fast Fact, I'm Brandon Lewis.
There's nothing like having a real tree in your home, but it's a bummer when all of those needles end up on your carpet. In fact, there's a whole Christmas tree genetics program dedicated to solving this problem. Researchers say they've identified which genes help trees hold on to their needles, and now they're working on super seeds that could reach growers by 2028. The goal is to have less than 1% of a tree's needles fall off through the Christmas season. And it's not just the needles. Researchers are also working on trees that have a stronger aroma, need less watering, and could even be resistant to climate change, creating fantastic firs that even Charlie Brown would be jealous of.
This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
Oh my gosh.
Are you insane?
This is a sham.
No.
Nope.
Y'all, just stop.
Finally here. Drum roll. Welcome to DBL. I'm Sam here with Al, Erica, and Tori. Tori waved again.
Sorry.
Yes, Tori. Give it to them, girl.
What do you say, you girl?
All right. Hello. Hi. Okay, so Ben Affleck is clarifying some of the comments he made on the Howard Stern show earlier this week. We talked all about it, of course. Now, how he seemed to blame his ex-wife Jennifer Garner for his drinking problem. Well, last night he told Jimmy Kimmel it was all taken out of context. Watch.
And he said that I had blamed my ex-wife for my alcoholism and that I was trapped in this marriage. Like, just made me out to be like the worst, most insensitive, stupid, awful guy. Really, like, it's about my kids. I gotta just draw a line.
Right,
you know,
of course.
I'm really clear, like, that's not true. I don't believe that. It's the exact opposite of who I am, what I believe, and I would never want my kids to think I would ever say a bad word about their mom.
So, Tori, you felt very strongly when we discussed this. Now, hearing him speak on Kimmel, do you feel differently?
No, I think he dug his hole deeper. And I know Al and I disagree on this strongly. And I'm not like really offended by this, but I just think he is spreading the blame game a third time, because now he's blaming us for the way we interpreted the Howard Stern interview, in which he said what he said. Did we take it out of context? And Sam, you definitely said that well yesterday, and I thought about it a lot. Yeah, we tend to take it out of context. But I don't think Stern was the right move. I think it was a bad interview, and you should stop talking at this point. Now he's like, they think this, that's wrong, man. I'm not that guy. Well, you said those things, dude. So draw a line, because now you're blaming us. So I'm not really upset. I just think this was a bad move.
I think that's fair. I think that's fair what you're saying. You know, and as I looked at this interview, I did like that he said, I'm drawing a line. I'm not talking about the mother of my kids. I got that. I like that. But I feel like the fact that when I listened to the interview, I feel like he sounded like a person that had not unpacked this. When you go back and start to retroactively look at and take account for your actions as an alcoholic or just in your 20s or 30s, it's hard, and you need to do that with somebody that's going to be honest with you, somebody like you guys. That I can call Erica and she'll be like, no, don't, no, remember? Like, you need somebody that's not going to be like, you're right, they're wrong. You need somebody that's going to help check. And it sounded like he did not have that person or does not have that person in his life. And that's why that interview kind of came off like that.
Yeah.
Because if that was me, I would be so happy to be on Howard Stern like, no, that was all me, dude. I'm going to tell you, yeah, I was out of line there. That was wrong. But when you're not there inside, it's not going to be projected.
I love that take, Al. I mean, your transparency is so golden, but I think
it's freeing.
Exactly, and that has always been like, I am so embarrassed by the person that I have been in different stages of my life, but by really looking in the mirror and assessing that embarrassment as to why I made the calls that I made, why I did what I did in the moment, that is a very free place to be. I really question who made the call for Howard Stern to be that format, because that is a topic that should be handled with care, not a topic that is just kind of rambled on about for an hour, especially when you're trying to protect the people that you love. So do I think that he's a terrible person? I don't know him, but I do know that people are very intentional about who they're speaking to and on what format they're speaking to. One-on-one interviews are very common that way.
I disagree with you guys. I think Howard Stern has grown a lot and evolved a lot over the years. He's gone to...
I think it's a great interview.
Yeah, and he's gone to so much therapy that I actually think he's the right person to speak to when it comes to divorce, when it comes to addiction. And I think we tend to, in this society, focus on one negative comment, sure, could Ben Affleck have rephrased it, but then we never focus on the fact that he said he loves and respects Jennifer Garner. They're just not a right match. We never focus on the fact how he was very open about his alcoholism. We're only focusing on one little snafu. Sorry, Michael Dean, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that word. I was just told. One little gaffe that he made.
Yeah, but it's a pretty big gaffe.
It is, but in reality, no one's bringing up all the other stuff that was actually kind.
Well, that's what we talk about when we say, and I don't want to cut you off, when we talk about like headline clickbait culture. You kind of have to know going into any interview, and I think you would, being as media savvy as you are, Sam, you would know that the one sentence I say that's going to be controversial about DBL is what is going to be at the top of that.
True.
So you would be more conscious of your work.
And Ben Affleck should have known that too.
You're both right. I think that, Sam, you're right. If you're speaking about things that have happened in your life and there's someone that can relate to you, that's a great format. But if you aren't ready to have that conversation freely, then that's not the place that you should go.
How do you know if you're ready or not? If
you're ready to hold accountability.
Some people aren't great open books like we are. Some people are just actors and they go on and they start to talk, but they might not have the tools, and they may never have those tools. But in my opinion, that doesn't mean that they're not allowed to speak.
No, but maybe don't go on Howard Stern, because he's going to get that information on you, and you're going to maybe say it in an inflammatory way.
Or maybe we're digging too deep.
I think he said it. I think he said it.
Good conversation. Okay. Well, Jennifer Garner hasn't publicly commented on Ben's interview, but some tabloids are reporting that she was less than thrilled with it. So keep in mind, these are just reports. It's important to always say that, but according to In Touch, Jen felt Ben's comments blaming his drinking on their marriage was disrespectful and a slap in her face. Meantime, Jennifer Lopez and Ben were all smiles as they arrived at his Jimmy Kimmel taping yesterday, but Page 6 is reporting that J-Lo wasn't happy about his comments either, calling it, quote, reckless. So what do we think of these reported comments now, Tori?
Well, because we heard from Ben Affleck himself and Howard Stern, I believe that more than I believe this. Can I be honest? Jennifer Garner is never going to say anything. She's so good at keeping her brand not messy. And his brand right now is all messy. He's just telling everyone everything when he kind of shouldn't be, in my opinion. I think we won't hear from her, and I think you probably won't hear from J-Lo. I think they're going to zip up, shut up, and move on so the story moves on. That's what I think.
What do you think, Eric? Because I look at Ben as like a lot of people that kind of, you're with somebody that seems like A-Rod is kind of more a square, not an insult, but he seems more kind of conventional. And I think that we all bring people into our life because they are a wild card. And a wild card can be good or bad. You could have the best night of your life with them or the worst night of your life with them. And there is some attraction to that. They're called bad boys for a reason. And I wonder if when she's saying what he's, this is reckless, and she's so purposeful about curating her image, I wonder why she would bring Ben Affleck into this perfectly curated manner that she's created.
I would have to question A-Rod being not a wild card.
I agree.
I mean, I think that's kind of how she ended up.
Well, just
the sweater vest threw me off, but I know he's in them streets. Allegedly.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Bruce Springsteen recently made bank by selling his entire song catalog for a reported, are you guys ready for this?
Talk to me.
$500 million. The catalog includes hits from Born in the USA and his multi-platinum album, The River. There's no official price tag on the sale, but Billboard says it could be up to $500 million, which would make it the largest amount paid for a single artist catalog.
Bruce, the boss.
What?
That's what they call him.
I know.
Yeah, we got it.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you a Springsteen fan?
Yes. I think he's an amazing poet. He sings for the workers, the lower class. He's amazing in concert.
$1,500 to go see his ticket.
Agreed.
Yes.
But he started off, if you know him
all
from
the
the very
workers
beginning.
can give their money to one worker to go see him.
Okay.
The man of the people, literally. We can send one man.
Yeah, we can go off Broadway and see him for $1,500 a night.
So down to earth.
He started off as a strong, perfectionist poet to speak of the hard blue-collar working people of New Jersey, and his concerts are awesome, and he still pulls off a great show, and people who are boomers are willing to now pay for that kind of thing because they've made the money. They've made their money.
That's a good point, actually.
Thank you.
But then can you be a man of the people then?
Yes, because he rose up with the people.
He did the American
And then he left the people and got on a private jet. Yes.
His people have
And they stayed back in Jersey.
They paid the dues.
It's funny how some people are allowed to do that and other people aren't.
Absolutely, yeah.
You mean like sell out?
Well, yeah.
I was like, I was with the people, and then the people elevated me, and then now they don't like me anymore because I'm not one of the people. But some people get to stay a part of the people, regardless of what kind of plane you are.
He still wears a jean jacket, so that means he's like, he's one of us.
Is he a sellout now that like we can hear his songs on commercials now?
I don't think everybody. What are we doing? Why are we showing up to work regardless of what our profession is if we can't make money?
Yes.
I mean, I'm gonna go home right now because people are constantly like, "Well, they're making too much money.
Erica,
We got. Well, you know, she has this, or they have that."
I'm going to clip one of your best-selling rants and put it on a commercial, and we'll see how you feel about that.
Thank you. Would you like 10%? Because if I'm eating, we're all getting fed, honey. We're all getting fed.
What if it's a brand that you don't like, Erica? Like, I mean a bad brand.
What's a bad
brand? Like, give me an example.
Like a bad brand that has a history of doing
2 words.
bad
Check
things.
cleared. Yeah, just give me the money. What? What are you talking about?
Give me the money. I don't like. There's
this
brands.
isn't the Knights of the Round Table. I don't want to be virtuous.
Dude.
Send me the money.
Dude, there's still morals. There's still morals. Yes, coming up on DBL. Everyone celebrates the holidays differently, but some people take it just a little too far. We're showing you the most outrageous holiday decor that's gone viral.
Closed captioning provided by
Superpower.
Hey guys, I'm Tori. I don't know why I said that. I've been working for about 5 months now on a needlepoint for Rob, our camera guy. Rob is an amazing snowboarder and also loves Bernie Sanders. And he wanted a piece that combined Bernie Sanders with snowboarding, and you'll see what I did. Okay, Rob, here, come on up.
Car commercial, and it's like
ready?
a Rolling Stone, which was this anthem for
Yeah, you got it.
protest and
Shut up. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Bruce Springsteen.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
So we'll hold it up. So is it cute?
Amazing.
So you say unload here when you get off a chairlift, but it's the famous Mittens Bernie.
That is amazing. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
So it'll be good. But this is for you. Thank you for it kept me sane during the pandemic. That's really good.
You are amazing.
So you guys come on in here for a second just so you see. If you're interested in cross stitch, it's really simple, but what's hard is this is like a back stitch. See how you can like move it? So that stuff makes it pop like 3D, and then this would be stretched and put on a frame. So if you're interested in cross stitch, let me know because I can get you started in the right direction. So this is yours, buddy. Enjoy.
That is gorgeous.
Dude, the trees.
That is gorgeous.
Quick chats, right? A beat. You got it. So guys, the trees will make you want to go insane. What do you think, Lydia? Yeah, she didn't say it with a lot of like excitement.
Tori, that is amazing.
I'm so glad.
Is that your best work?
By far. But it's this, like, look at this, like that little stuff.
Welcome back to DBL. The First Lady's holiday decor received some pretty harsh reviews this year, with some calling her Christmas tree blah. Others are taking it a step further, saying that the White House decorations are just plain tacky. So with that in mind, we want to share a few holiday decorations going viral for all the wrong reasons. Okay, first, if you're a fan of inflatable yard decor, you can catch Santa taking a potty break on your front lawn. This is Sophie's favorite decoration because every night we go look at Christmas tree lights, and there's 2 homes near us that have this, and she thinks it's hysterical.
I wonder how their neighbors feel. I wouldn't like that.
I just don't like thinking of Santa having to do that. He's a magical creature.
He's got a lot of belts and
Kids
buckles.
think it's so funny.
That's
I would
funny.
never do it, but
I mean, it is a long ride.
Yes.
Okay, next, should this T-Rex... I have that.
I have this too.
What? Should this T-Rex menorah be the centerpiece of next year's Hanukkah celebration, or should it go extinct? I have it, and Sophie loves it.
I have it too, and the joke is it's a Menorahsaurus.
Yeah, that's what
we
it's
didn't
called.
say that.
Oh yeah, it's a Menorahsaurus.
Menorahsaurus.
It's beautiful. It's bright
Instead
gold.
of Dinosaurus.
But that's still not a joke.
Right.
You just keep saying the name.
Yeah.
It's bright gold,
Okay.
though, Al. It's quite chic.
Yeah.
And we all think about holiday decor for the home, but oh no.
I love
what
that.
about what? These beard decorations? Are they cute, or should they get the big old boot?
A massive boot.
Yeah, me.
Like, you shouldn't
too.
have anything dangling from your
Thank you.
chin like that.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
So it's okay for men to do that.
Yeah, I was like, once she put it like that, I was
Right.
like,
Real
okay,
gross.
That's
Yeah.
kind of rough.
You
But,
got
I mean,
balls
it's a-
dangling from your chin.
It's a conversation starter. It's like, hey, what's going on with your
You've got
chin?
hair doesn't mean you put things in it.
That's all people do is put things in their hair.
Depending on where
Not
the
your-
hair is.
Let's
Not
move on.
like that.
You add
should
extra
move on.
rules.
Okay.
Yes.
Finally, for anyone who wants to put a creative spin on their Christmas tree, you can buy an upside down tree like this one. It's a practical way to make more room for presents. But
Or have the tree fall on your kid.
This is very fun, I think. I wouldn't do it, but I think it's very fun.
Super dangerous.
No, it's fun to me.
How is that fun?
What do you mean dangerous?
You
It
can't-
comes that way.
That doesn't mean it's not dangerous. It's not the right way.
You don't think they have
weight-wise.
You don't think they have posts or sticks making it nice and
No,
straight?
I don't think they were able to break the laws of physics. There's a reason that things
no.
start with a wider base and go up to a point. That's the reason triangles are popular.
There's a reason why you use posts and sticks and rods to keep things upright.
And that's going to do it for Sam. Sam's science lesson, posts and sticks and rods. Put that on the test.
We'll be right back. Okay.
Senator Ron Johnson of Wisconsin recently claimed during a town hall meeting that gargling mouthwash, quote, has been proven to kill the coronavirus, unquote. Johnson later tweeted a link to the results of a clinical trial that concluded commercially available mouthwash can potentially reduce the viral load of SARS-CoV-2, the virus that causes COVID-19 in saliva. And now people are questioning whether gargling mouthwash can prevent or treat COVID-19. So let's verify. Our sources are the American Dental Association, 3 major brands that produce oral care products like mouthwash, and Dr. Jason Kindrachuk. The study referenced in Senator Johnson's tweet looked at the impact of mouthwash on viral load in saliva, but it didn't say mouthwash is a cure or preventative treatment for COVID-19. According to the American Dental Association, quote, there is currently no evidence to support that mouthwash reduces infection with or is a treatment of disease caused by the COVID-19 virus, unquote. Verify reached out to the makers of Crest, Scope, and Listerine mouthwash, and all 3 companies confirmed that no evidence currently exists that rinsing with a mouthwash prevents or treats COVID-19. Dr. Jason Kindrachuk says claims that mouthwash can prevent or kill COVID have been around since 2020, but they aren't true.
So for regular mouthwashes and rinse aids, when we heard about these suggestions very early on in 2020, none of that has borne out into fruition.
So we can verify this claim as false. There's no evidence gargling mouthwash can prevent or treat COVID-19. Through the pandemic, Johnson has been accused of spreading misinformation about the virus. In June, YouTube suspended his account for a week after the senator shared a video encouraging people to use alternative COVID-19 treatments. With your Verify, I'm Ariane Till.
Do you still have someone in your life who needs a gift? Well, don't worry, we got you all covered. Check out these deals Steph showed Tori earlier from our friends at Morning Save.
All right, what do you have for us today, Stephanie? Hey, Tori, I have got some wonderful products and even better deals. There is truly a gift for everyone. So first up, we've got a 2-pack of iJoy Chase Face plus object tracking robot. We all know someone who's obsessed with social media, so what better gift to get them than this? This is the perfect gift for holiday. These will make the perfect assistant for TikTok videos, FaceTime calls, and Zoom meetings. So this cell phone holder has intuitive face and object tracking, so wherever you move, your phone will follow. So you just put your phone in the slot and it gives you a hands-free experience. You use the app and then you just start moving. So these are normally $50, but right now they're only $19, saving you guys 62%.
That's a cool product that I feel like I sound so old, but a young person would like.
Now, Tori, I've got to tell you about this deal because this is perfect for those beauty and self-care enthusiasts. So we've got two almost famous, look at these, gorgeous, almost famous cryo cooling massage globes. Yes. And you just literally use these devices to soothe your skin. It reduces redness, tones down puffiness, it improves circulation, and promotes skincare absorption for plump, youthful looking skin. Now, here is a pro tip. You just put this in the freezer and the innovative cooling liquid inside will keep the globe icy cold for the length of your facial massage and beyond. So normally these are $69, but we've got them for only $25. I know it saves our viewers 64%. Now, this next item will have the music lovers rejoicing. Wow. So we've got the Power to Go 5-in-1 wireless, look at these, private listening TV headphones. So this deal comes with one set of headphones with one transmitter, which is this thing here, and it comes with a power adapter. So with this deal, you can have a private listening experience for music, TV, and more. Ooh. So Tori, have you ever been interrupted by the noise of the vacuum while you're watching TV, or you're just listening to music? Well, all you need to do is plug the transmitter into your TV's audio source and it will wirelessly sync to the headphones. So these are usually $60 and right now it's $19. So that saves 68%.
Oh, that's brilliant. And this is for someone who has a hard time hearing and has to read captions. Please get this for them. They can hear it so much easier in the TV.
And then last but certainly not least, we've got Life Pro Mobility and air compression leg massager.
Whoa.
So this deal includes one of these gorgeous massagers with a charging adapter. The massager has 3 different vibration modes, 3 different heat levels, and 3 intensity levels for customized comfort. So compression works to improve blood flow, reduces inflammation, promotes faster healing and vein support for healthy legs. So normally it's as much as $225.
I get it.
Very pricey.
Yeah.
But right now, we've got it for only $99, which saves you 56%.
I gotta be honest, if you have a big flyer in your family, like a big traveler, get these, because you know what I mean? They need compression. They need to decompress. This is excellent for them, but man, just to relax and watch TV, hello.
Absolutely.
Head on over to morningsave.com to snag these amazing deals at the lowest prices. You can even visit morningsave.com on your smartphone. Thank you so, so much, Steph. We'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
That sound means it is time to verify. Signed, sealed, and delivered with COVID-19. 'Tis the season to send Christmas cards, but with COVID concerns front of mind for yet a second Christmas, we need to revisit this question about your mail. Teresa Wilson asked, why has no one mentioned the fact people still lick their envelopes and want to hand them to a postal clerk? She said she's a postal clerk and asked, isn't this unsanitary? Let's verify. Our sources for this are the Centers for Disease Control, a National Institutes of Health study on COVID and surfaces, and Wake Forest Health infectious disease physician Dr. Chris Uhl. We got a similar question during Christmas time last year with holiday cards. We found a National Institutes of Health study that looked at how the virus spreads on different surfaces. It found the virus can live on paper products like cardboard for up to 24 hours, but has no infection capability on that surface. The CDC also concluded includes touching surfaces, is not the main means of transmission. That said, Dr. Uhl understands viewer Teresa's concern about handling freshly sealed mail.
Now, licking in an envelope is directly putting saliva on the envelope. The virus isn't going to last long in that environment. After, a few minutes to an hour or two, its transmissibility is basically nil. However, if you're going to lick an envelope and directly give it to somebody who then is ungloved and then for some reason wipes their face, I guess there's a potential for transmission in that section.
However, he said it's probably not a major concern or health threat. For postal workers like Teresa, wearing gloves and washing hands can reduce any threat of transmission. So we can verify, yes, it's true. Licking an envelope is unsanitary for the postal worker, but simple precautions can mitigate that risk. And overall, you are very unlikely to spread COVID through the mail. But to be courteous and health conscious, just seal your envelopes at home with a sponge or sticker instead of saliva. With your Verify, I'm Megan Malaris.
After nearly 2 years of suspended payments and interest, the Biden administration is telling people with student loans it's time to pay up. This week, White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki confirmed to reporters that the student loan payment pause instituted by the CARES Act at the beginning of the pandemic in 2020 is still scheduled to end on January 31st. That means, starting in February, an estimated 41 million Americans carrying student loan debt will need to account for a new expense in their budget. In total, Americans owe a staggering $1.6 trillion. Leaders in the president's own party are calling for him to extend the pause and eliminate some of that student debt. They argue resuming the payments now could lead to financial hardship, especially with the emergence of the Omicron variant. The White House says they're monitoring the impact of Omicron, but a smooth transition back into repayment is a high priority. As for eliminating some student debt, the White House has said they're open to the idea, but are still waiting on legislation from Congress.
Listen, this past couple of years has been so crazy. Let's express gratitude for this year and all of the amazing gifts that are coming in 2022.
This year, let's try and put aside all of our differences and just be together and really be present in the moment.
From the Shulmans, happy holidays!
From me and my family, we truly want to thank you over the years how much support you've given me and our whole team.
I know the holiday season can be difficult for some, and I just want to let you all know that you're not alone, and I'm wishing you a holiday season full of love and light.
From all of us here at Daily Blast Live,
we want to wish you
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
And a healthy new year.
And my baby said happy holidays.
Feels. All the feels.
I just love seeing you with your family.
Oh, I
They're
love
so
you guys. I
cute.
love seeing
the
all of
feels.
you. We are family.
We are.
We have some comments?
We sure do. I want to get to this. It's Melissa Gates. She says, what I don't understand is how some people will sell all their rights to their music, Bruce, while others are trying to move heaven and earth to get control back, Taylor Swift. Am I missing something? Now we got a response. Donnie says, Melissa, the difference is Bruce is probably about to retire and she's just starting out. Interesting conversation.
I think that's it. She's got a whole career where Bruce is kind of...
How did Bruce know back then? I mean, because it was very rare. I mean, we know Prince did it, but how did he know back then to make sure that he owned his catalog?
That is a good question, because like Billy Joel had no idea.
Right.
Lots of artists, yeah.
That's what Behind the Music was about. Artists getting ripped off.
DBL's new every day. We'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place.
The cleanup continues in parts of the Midwest and South after a massive tornado caused widespread damage. Several people wondered on social media if it's rare to see a tornado outbreak in December, since tornado season is usually in the spring. So let's verify. Is it rare for there to be a severe tornado outbreak in December? These are our sources. The U.S. averages about 1,200 tornadoes a year, and since they require warm, moist air to form, they're more common in the spring. That doesn't mean they can't happen in the winter. On average, about 24 tornadoes occur in December, usually in the deep south, where the weather is still warmer, although most are nowhere near the strength of the tornado that hit last week.
In December, it's very, very uncommon, almost unprecedented.
A weather report archivist found there were more tornado warnings issued on December 10th than on any other December day since at least 2001. So it's true. It's rare for there to be a severe tornado outbreak in December. With your Fast Fact, I'm Brandon Lewis.
There's nothing like having a real tree in your home, but it's a bummer when all of those needles end up on your carpet. In fact, there's a whole Christmas tree genetics program dedicated to solving this problem. Researchers say they've identified which genes help trees hold on to their needles, and now they're working on super seeds that could reach growers by 2028. The goal is to have less than 1% of a tree's needles fall off through the Christmas season. And it's not just the needles. Researchers are also working on trees that have a stronger aroma, need less watering, and could even be resistant to climate change, creating fantastic firs that even Charlie Brown would be jealous of.
Here's what we're talking about today on Daily Blast Live.
Could COVID ruin another holiday season? With mass COVID cases and Omicron predictions, why is Dr. Fauci saying it's safe to gather? Crazy holiday decorations going viral, from Santa in an outhouse to beard ornaments. Have these decorations gone too far? And we're catching up with friend of the show, Jonathan Bennett, live. He joins us in just minutes.
Oh my gosh.
Are you insane? This is a sham.
No.
Just stop.
Finally here. Drum roll. Welcome to DBL. It is Thursday, December 16th. I'm Sam here with Al, Erica, and our very own Dr. Coley.
Hi, guys.
Thank you for joining us. In fact, you're the perfect person right now because the holidays are right around the corner. But there's new reason for concern thanks to Omicron. The CDC is out with some grim projections. They are saying we could see a massive holiday spike with 1.3 million new cases a week by Christmas Day. That's up 55%. They are also saying that deaths could jump to more than 15,000 a week. All right, so Dr. Coley, what does this mean for holiday plans? Is it still safe to celebrate with relatives, to even travel to go see them? Before you answer, though, I want you to check out what Dr. Fauci said on GMA, and then we'll hear from you.
If you and your family are vaccinated and boosted, hopefully, you should feel comfortable about having a holiday situation where you have dinners and gatherings in your own home with family and friends.
Okay, so break this down for us because I'm already reading comments from our viewers, and it seems contradictory. Like here we have the CDC saying don't gather, but then Dr. Fauci saying it's safe if you're boosted and vaccinated. Do you agree with that?
I do actually agree with him, and I think they're not saying contradictory things, even though it sounds like that. It's just a matter of perspective. So are you guys glass half full or glass half empty type of people?
Full. Half full.
Empty.
Oh.
I'm a comic.
So you're the CDC
Yeah.
in this case, and Sam and Erica are Dr. Fauci. So Dr. Fauci is looking at the perspective of the individual. If you're vaccinated and boosted, the chance of you having infection risk, it's not zero, but it's low. And the chance of you getting very sick is very, very, very low. So he's saying individually, it's safe to gather. The CDC, on the other hand, is looking at the public health perspective. So they're saying what is going to happen to the total number of infections and to the spread of the infection as people gather, and that is going to go up.
Okay, so given these new predictions, what should we expect or what should we do about our holiday plans, especially if we're visiting elderly relatives?
Great question. So if you're vaccinated and boosted, you can absolutely go visit other people that are vaccinated and boosted. But I would say, Erica, if you're visiting anyone elderly, or like in my case, I'm going to see my niece and nephew, they're not eligible yet for the vaccine. Take a bunch of those rapid tests with you so that you use testing anytime you have a new exposure before you're getting into somebody else's bubble. If you're not vaccinated or boosted, don't travel, please.
Okay. Okay, so you just brought up something that's really been weighing on me as well. So we are all vaccinated and boosted, but we're in the same situation that you're in, that you have a newborn in the family. Now, if the newborn or the mother was vaccinated, is the newborn okay?
The newborn is more protective if mom is vaccinated and boosted, because remember, her antibodies go down, and mom, if she's nursing, can pass antibodies through the breast milk to the baby. So if mom got boosted, the newborn does have some protection, and we've just learned this morning that the vaccines actually do offer some protection against Omicron even.
All right. Wow. Okay. So looking at some of these COVID headlines, they may leave a lot of people scratching their heads. So let us explain. First, the NFL is reporting more than 75 players have tested positive this week alone.
Browns.
Okay, that's a huge increase from earlier this season. Next, Broadway has been hit hard. Popular shows like Harry Potter, Hamilton, the Tina Turner musical, Wicked, and more have canceled their upcoming performances. But on the other hand, the CEOs of both American Airlines and Southwest are pushing for the government to lift the mask mandate on airplanes, saying masks don't really add very much and that the air quality on planes is safe. So what's going on here now, Dr. Coley? These headlines, I understand why our viewers are scratching their heads.
Absolutely. So I have to say, I'm disappointed about Hamilton because I was going to go to New York and catch it, but not this year, maybe next year. But I have to say, I'm really upset with the CEOs of the airlines because they're acting irresponsibly, and this is a business decision, not a scientific one. The science does not support taking masks off on airplanes. And if you're going to do it, you better make sure that every single person on that plane is vaccinated and boosted, because you're sitting in a closed compartment next to somebody else, and yes, the air circulates every few minutes, but exposure can happen within seconds. And it's sort of like the analogy I like to use is being caught in a rainstorm, and it's pouring rain. There's virus everywhere. Why don't you put your umbrella up?
Right.
And they're taking away our umbrella by making us take
You
the mask
mentioned they're not thinking medically, they're thinking business, but isn't this bad business too, considering that you are hurting your customers? A lot of airline customers are like us three. We stick to one airline, we build points. So if you are essentially jeopardizing their health, killing them, that's taking your customer base away from you. So it doesn't even sound like a good business decision.
Well, a lot of people, Sam, are not vaccinated, and those people don't want to wear the masks. I mean, that's what all the fighting is about with the air marshals and everything. And they would want to travel more, I think, if the masks come off. And because we think Omicron is milder, they're taking a calculated bet here and saying, so what if we have more infections? People aren't going to die. They might just have a cold.
Wow. Well, we're talking about people gathering, and obviously, like when it's cold, that's when everybody gathers inside, watches the game, you know, or you were talking about Hamilton, they go to shows, or even just going to the bar. A lot of people do that when they go home for the holidays. What would you tell those people? Like, what's the best way to keep safe?
Indoor setting, vaccination status unknown, keep that mask on. There's no other option because, you know, it's really hard because you don't know who else is there, what they brought in. Now, let's say you do end up taking your mask off, then you do damage control and get a test 3 to 5 days after exposure to make sure that you're not positive.
Okay. And that's even if you're vaccinated and boosted. Still keep that mask on.
You know, Cornell, what's happening, you've heard, right? They had a huge Omicron outbreak, including people that are vaxxed and boosted.
Well, let's talk about the Omicron outbreak because they're saying the cases are doubling every few days. The bottom line for us, is this a new reality for us, and what can we do about it?
Significantly more contagious variant than Delta, guys. I mean, this is a whole new beast that we're dealing with here. But the good news, again, is that illness is looking a lot milder. So I think we're seeing the transition in real life happen here from pandemic to endemic. We're going from that crisis mode to living alongside this variant, learning how to mitigate, learning how to change our behavior in order to keep this variant at bay.
It's like having a roommate you hate, but you can't get out of the lease.
It's exactly like that. Yes.
Okay.
And this roommate won't go away. It's more contagious.
All right. So I want to share this with you because it's pretty unusual. All right. The outgoing director of the National Institute of Health decided to bid his colleagues farewell with a COVID-themed rendition of Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Check this out.
Somewhere past the pandemic, masks will come off. No more need for a nose swab every time we cough.
What did you think of this?
Mixed feelings, honestly. I don't hear what you guys think. I mean, I love this song, obviously, and it inspires us that we're going to get there. But I don't want to make light of what has happened and how many people we've lost. So how do you guys feel?
I feel like he knew one song on the guitar, and so he's like, well, I got to jam these lyrics into this melody, and that's what we got. So I don't know where the mixed feelings are. I have some very strong feelings. That should never happen again. I don't know.
We're playing it
Look
again.
at that.
All
Thank you, Booth.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Love y'all.
Producers. Coming up on DBL, and thank you, Dr. Coley, as always.
Of course.
Coming up on DBL, Ben Affleck is walking back the comments he made about Jennifer Garner. We'll tell you what he told Jimmy Kimmel last night. And a Real Housewife is sharing her exclusive flirting tips. If you still need a date for your holiday party, you might want to stick around to hear her tips.
Closed captioning provided by We've All Got Some.
Yeah, so I was asking Dr. Coley because Dr. Coley, congratulations.
Well, thank you.
Anytime there's a newborn, a newborn, you're an auntie. And that was one thing I was not, especially in the past, 2 years. The babies that have come up, I'm super, Lindsay had her baby. I did not hold her without my mask on. I just felt so, restricted. With my niece, her mother was vaccinated and boosted, and I felt like, okay, we're in a different era than what we were before. So have you had conversations with your family about
We
the same
have,
thing?
especially because we're getting data out of South Africa that Omicron may be more severe in kids under 2. Because number one, because they don't have the vaccine necessarily, they may have some passive antibodies, but number 2, their immune systems are different than the adult immune systems. So we do have to be extra careful around those babies, especially anyone under 5, I would say right now, but not to the point where we can't see them, can't hold them, can't touch them, because we do know that those antibodies offer some protection. So I want you to know you did all the right things. You wore your mask, you washed your hands, you did your best to minimize your contacts before you come into contact with the baby.
There's nothing there.
After nearly 2 years of suspended payments and interest, the Biden administration is telling people with student loans it's time to pay up. This week, White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki confirmed to reporters that the student loan payment pause instituted by the CARES Act at the beginning of the pandemic in 2020 is still scheduled to end on January 31st. That means, starting in February, an estimated 41 million Americans carrying student loan debt will need to account for a new expense in their budget. In total, Americans owe a staggering $1.6 trillion. Leaders in the president's own party are calling for him to extend the pause and eliminate some of that student debt. They argue resuming the payments now could lead to financial hardship, especially with the emergence of the Omicron variant. The White House says they're monitoring the impact of Omicron, but a smooth transition back into repayment is a high priority. As for eliminating some student debt, the White House has said they're open to the idea, but are still waiting on legislation from Congress.
Welcome back to DBL. Tori's back. Yes, she is. Okay. There she is. All right, so nobody likes to be alone for the holidays. So Luann de Lesseps has some tips for flirting so you can hopefully cozy up to someone special. She shared them with Page 6. Take a look.
Charm goes a long way. People forget to give each other compliments and to, make really good eye contact and let people know that, you like them without, touching people, of course, because in this day and age, you have to be careful about that kind of stuff. But, and doing shots out of people's mouths.
Oh, the Countess. Okay, so Erica, do you like Luann's tips? Do you have any specific flirting advice that you would want to share with our viewers?
I know that this gets controversial, but I believe in letting people know how you feel about them. I think that it's a risk, of course, they may not feel the same way. But I remember being in college and I had friends who had boyfriends in their minds for years and they never did anything about it. It's you either need to do it or get off the pot.
Yeah.
Because it's dead the situation so that you're not romanticizing it in your head. Maybe that person feels the same way, maybe they don't, and then you can move on. Free your mind.
Okay, so Erica's a speak your feelings, but I feel like Tori's itching to show us her flirting maneuver.
Well, there's a certain look that you can do.
Oh,
that I learned.
Wait, give it to the camera. Give it to the camera.
And I learned this by looking it up on Google. So let's just see. It's a look where you look a half a beat too long at the person. So you're the person I'm flirting with, okay? You're Todd. Oh, hey.
That was good. I saw the little.
Did I freak you guys out?
No, I don't know how you'd be spinning around, but yes.
Yeah, I felt it. It's just a beat. It's a beat.
Okay.
And really, it's confidence in the eyes.
So you look at them too long. What do?
I did nothing.
Al, yes, you have a move.
Sam,
That's
no,
not true.
because look, let's be honest.
You do have a move.
On this panel. You guys are three very attractive people. So when you flirt, usually the person responds. I'm a normie. So like I don't have that luxury. So when I go places, I need somebody with yellow flags.
No.
What?
Can I share your
What is
move?
my move?
Okay, so Al will go out to like a bar and he'll see like a group of women. He'll go up to them and just be like, Al Jackson. Look it up.
No, that was me and my buddy as the doctor. We used to do that when I would go to a table and be like, Al Jackson, ask around.
Oh yeah, ask around.
And then you walk away and it creates mystery. And then they're like, and then your friend comes behind you like, what was that about? And then you start talking at the table. It works.
Just for context, though, this was before like Google that you were doing.
Yeah,
this.
ask around. I think that's cute because it's confident. It's almost jokey.
It's what you do when you're not an 8.
Yeah.
When you're not an 8. You are an 8. You're 10.
You are a 10
don't change it now.
It's an 11.
You started with an 8.
Okay.
Let's okay. We'll leave. I'm good with that, even though it's not true.
Coming up on DBL, Jonathan Bennett is
Yes.
Yes.
Jonathan.
Let's see it, Jonathan. Give it to us.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
God.
Oh, and then he turned away. Oh.
Yeah, that works. Don't go away. We're back in just 2 minutes.
That was excellent, JB.
Watch out.
Senator Ron Johnson of Wisconsin recently claimed during a town hall meeting that gargling mouthwash, quote, has been proven to kill the coronavirus, unquote. Johnson later tweeted a link to the results of a clinical trial that concluded commercially available mouthwash can potentially reduce the viral load of SARS-CoV-2, the virus that causes COVID-19 in saliva. And now people are questioning whether gargling mouthwash can prevent or treat COVID-19. So let's verify. Our sources are the American Dental Association, 3 major brands that produce oral care products like mouthwash, and Dr. Jason Kindrachuk. The study referenced in Senator Johnson's tweet looked at the impact of mouthwash on viral load in saliva, but it didn't say mouthwash is a cure or preventative treatment for COVID-19. According to the American Dental Association, quote, there is currently no evidence to support that mouthwash reduces infection with or is a treatment of disease caused by the COVID-19 virus, unquote. Verify reached out to the makers of Crest, Scope, and Listerine mouthwash, and all 3 companies confirmed that no evidence currently exists that rinsing with a mouthwash prevents or treats COVID-19. Dr. Jason Kindrachuk says claims that mouthwash can prevent or kill COVID have been around since 2020, but they aren't true.
So for regular mouthwashes and rinse aids, when we heard about these suggestions very early on in 2020, none of that has borne out into fruition.
So we can verify this claim as false. There's no evidence gargling mouthwash can prevent or treat COVID-19. Through the pandemic, Johnson has been accused of spreading misinformation about the virus. In June, YouTube suspended his account for a week after the senator shared a video encouraging people to use alternative COVID-19 treatments. With your Verify, I'm Ariane Till.
Welcome back to DBL. So he is a friend of the show. We love him dearly. Please welcome back Jonathan Bennett.
Yes.
Oh, yes, honey. Hey,
Hi,
hey.
guys.
Hi,
First
love.
of all, Tori, I was looking at your flirting skills.
And
when you looked right in that camera, I was like, yep, still gay. Still gay. Yep. Yep.
Thank you for keeping it 100. Thank you, Jonathan.
Still gay.
Yeah, exactly. It did not work. Okay. So Jonathan, first and foremost, how does it feel to be engaged at the same time as your Mean Girls co-star Lindsay Lohan after all these years? Congratulations.
Oh, look at us. Look at us. The gold, that's America's golden couple right there. It didn't work out for either of us, but we didn't keep our relationship going. It is absolutely so joyous to have Lindsay Lohan engaged at the same time I am. And what I love, I keep saying, is the smile that I see in the photos of her engagement is the smile I know on Lindsay's face when she's genuinely happy.
That's so good to hear.
It's like, 18-year-old Lindsay where we're having like milkshakes at Mel's Diner and like giggling. That's a genuine happy smile. So I know she's absolutely ecstatic, and I got to talk to her, and she's so happy and excited,
awesome.
and I'm so excited for her. And what a weird thing, Aaron Samuels and Katie Heron are engaged at the same time.
Yeah.
2 men.
I love it. I love it. I mean, everybody deserves a happy ending, right? But you were a host, we all know, on Cake Wars. So did that experience elevate your standards for, like, let's say, your wedding cake?
That's a good question.
Okay, here's the deal. I have hosted over 200 and some episodes of Cake Wars. I've eaten more cake than anyone in the entire world, and the best cakes by the best bakers. And however, when I tried our wedding cake at Unico Resort, which is where we're getting married in Mexico, Unico Resort, I said, hey guys, you got to really bring your A game for the cake. The orange and strawberry cakes that I tried blew me away. And I was like, wow, you guys did it. I have no notes. I ate it and I go, no notes. You've done it all right. So yes, my standards are very high, but Unico Resort cake is delicious.
Yummy! Orange cake.
I know, never heard of an orange cake.
Interesting.
Because you're going to be in Mexico. It's going to be like a whole thing. It's going to be, citrus and fun. And the orange cake is delicious.
Nice, tropical. All right, now let me ask
upset she's not invited.
What?
Well, ever since I sent her that letter of cease and desist, she's not allowed to come within 200 feet of me.
Yeah,
so that's
when
why.
he came to studio, you were looking at him
That's why
too
I'm
long.
not there. We have to do it via Zoom.
It is true. I'm supposed to be about 200 yards away. 200 yards away. No, you were a house guest, my love, on Big Brother, just like our co-host Jeff. But you were the first to go home, and I was really upset about that. Where did it all go wrong?
From the beginning, Tori. From the very beginning, walking on the set is where it went wrong. So what happened was, I knew I had to be like myself and charming and nice and try to get people to like you. And then all I could think of was, Ryan Lochte and I don't want to be together because we're like the same deal. Mm-hmm. So like if we're together, people are going to vote us out. And like the first day, I was like, Ryan Lochte had to pick who his partner was going to be. And as much as I love that man with all my heart, he turned to me and he's like, you boy, you're my partner. And I'm like, no, I'm not your partner. They're not going to like that. Once we were joined, I was like, Ryan, don't win. Whatever you do, don't win this challenge because we'll have a target on our back. He's like, I got you, fam. And then 2 minutes later, we won because then I realized like, the only time Ryan Lochte hasn't won is never. Like he never does something like a physical challenge and loses. So it was like there was no point in telling Ryan Lochte to not win the physical challenge. He's not able not to. So once that happened, it was just downhill from there.
Well, yeah, that's the one thing in show business no one talks about is like there's a thing where when you walk into a set, you know who your competition is, and it's never spoken, but you're like, okay, it's me and that guy. All right.
Yep.
Like, when you're black, it's easier.
He's like, let's join forces. I'm like, no, we don't want to join forces. No.
I get it. Now,
I'm like, give me Kato Kalin. Like, I'll team up with him. Great, come here.
Kato did well, yeah.
Yeah, he did. He actually really
Yeah.
did. Now, last year, Hallmark started to push for more diverse storylines. So tell us how the Christmas House 2 is going to continue that push.
Nobody's stressed. Wow, I am so excited for Hallmark Channel and the future of Hallmark Channel with Lisa and Wanya and the whole new team. It is just such an exciting time to be a part of Hallmark Channel. And the Mitchells are back this Christmas.
Yeah.
The entire Mitchell family, Hallmark's favorite family, comes back for the holidays. And this time, the family has grown. My husband and I bring back our 2 kids now instead of 1.
Wow.
We've all expanded, so there just are more Mitchells to love. And what's so great about this family and about the way Hallmark tells this story is that it's what a modern family looks like in 2021.
Yeah, totally.
This is what a modern family is.
Yeah.
In the age we're living in, this is what love and family and Christmas looks like.
I
and so
agree.
when the family comes back, they're all trying to put on the perfect Christmas, right? Everyone wants to have this perfect Christmas. But because of how quirky the family is, there's no such thing as a perfect Christmas. It's never going to happen. But what makes it not perfect is what makes it beautiful. And I think people are really going to identify with the characters in the movie, because we all have the holidays coming up and we want it to be perfect, but we all have that mom or that dad or that brother or that sister or that aunt that, you know, has all these quirks to them, which is why we love them.
The wild
but
card.
it adds for so many layers to the family dynamic when you're trying to put on the perfect holiday. You know what I mean? So it's really, really fun for people to see a family on Hallmark Channel that isn't perfect and that has quirks and is filled with so much humanity and love
real.
that they'll be able to see their own family in it.
Exactly.
It's like this panel.
You're imperfectly perfect. Yes. Jonathan, thank you so much for chatting with us. We adore you. Tune into the Hallmark to watch the Christmas House 2, Deck Those Halls.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jonathan.
Love you, buddy.
Come see you soon.
Thank you, guys. Love you.
Love you.
See you, brother.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
Help.
That sound means it is time to verify. Signed, sealed, and delivered with COVID-19. 'Tis the season to send Christmas cards, but with COVID concerns front of mind for yet a second Christmas, we need to revisit this question about your mail. Teresa Wilson asked, why has no one mentioned the fact people still lick their envelopes and want to hand them to a postal clerk? She said she's a postal clerk and asked, isn't this unsanitary? Let's verify. Our sources for this are the Centers for Disease Control, a National Institutes of Health study on COVID and surfaces, and Wake Forest Health infectious disease physician Dr. Chris Uhl. We got a similar question during Christmas time last year with holiday cards. We found a National Institutes of Health study that looked at how the virus spreads on different surfaces. It found the virus can live on paper products like cardboard for up to 24 hours, but has no infection capability on that surface. The CDC also concludes touching surfaces is not the main means of transmission. That said, Dr. Uhl understands viewer Teresa's concern about handling freshly sealed mail.
Now, licking in an envelope is directly putting saliva on the envelope. The virus isn't going to last long in that environment. After, a few minutes to an hour or two, its transmissibility is basically nil. However, if you're going to lick an envelope and directly give it to somebody who then is ungloved and then for some reason wipes their face, I guess there's a potential for transmission in that section.
However, he said it's probably not a major concern or health threat. For postal workers like Teresa, wearing gloves and washing hands can reduce any threat of transmission. So we can verify, yes, it's true. Licking an envelope is unsanitary for the postal worker, but simple precautions can mitigate that risk. And overall, you are very unlikely to spread COVID through the mail. But to be courteous and health conscious, just seal your envelopes at home with a sponge or sticker instead of saliva. With your Verify, I'm Megan Malaris.
After nearly 2 years of suspended payments and interest, the Biden administration is telling people with student loans it's time to pay up. This week, White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki confirmed to reporters that the student loan payment pause instituted by the CARES Act at the beginning of the pandemic in 2020 is still scheduled to end on January 31st. That means, starting in February, an estimated 41 million Americans carrying student loan debt will need to account for a new expense in their budget. In total, Americans owe a staggering $1.6 trillion. Leaders in the president's own party are calling for him to extend the pause and eliminate some of that student debt. They argue resuming the payments now could lead to financial hardship, especially with the emergence of the Omicron variant. The White House says they're monitoring the impact of Omicron, but a smooth transition back into repayment is a high priority. As for eliminating some student debt, the White House has said they're open to the idea, but are still waiting on legislation from Congress.
We are receiving quite a few comments in regard to our outfits. Yes, we are wearing the same outfits as yesterday, excluding Erica, because
and me, I changed my clothes.
We do have to. Oh, we have to do a. We had a gaffe yesterday, and we're gonna have to redo a rap show.
There you go.
Yeah, call it what it is.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
it was against my my freedom of expression to wear the same thing twice.
We'll be right back.
The cleanup continues in parts of the Midwest and South after a massive tornado caused widespread damage. Several people wondered on social media if it's rare to see a tornado outbreak in December, since tornado season is usually in the spring. So let's verify. Is it rare for there to be a severe tornado outbreak in December? These are our sources. The U.S. averages about 1,200 tornadoes a year, and since they require warm, moist air to form, they're more common in the spring. That doesn't mean they can't happen in the winter. On average, about 24 tornadoes occur in December, usually in the deep south, where the weather is still warmer, although most are nowhere near the strength of the tornado that hit last week.
In December, it's very, very uncommon, almost unprecedented.
A Weather Report archivist found there were more tornado warnings issued on December 10th than on any other December day since at least 2001. So it's true. It's rare for there to be a severe tornado outbreak in December. With your Fast Fact, I'm Brandon Lewis.
There's nothing like having a real tree in your home, but it's a bummer when all of those needles end up on your carpet. In fact, there's a whole Christmas tree genetics program dedicated to solving this problem. Researchers say they've identified which genes help trees hold on to their needles, and now they're working on super seeds that could reach growers by 2028. The goal is to have less than 1% of a tree's needles fall off through the Christmas season. And it's not just the needles. Researchers are also working on trees that have a stronger aroma, need less watering, and could even be resistant to climate change, creating fantastic firs that even Charlie Brown would be jealous of.
This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
Oh my gosh.
Are you insane? This is a sham.
No.
Nope.
Y'all, just
It's
stop.
finally here. Drum roll. Welcome to DBL. I'm Sam here with Al, Erica, and Tori. Tori waved again. Yes, Tori, give it to them, girl.
We see you, girl.
All right. Okay, hello. Hi.
Okay, so Ben Affleck is clarifying some of the comments he made on the Howard Stern show earlier this week. We talked all about it, of course. Now, how he seemed to blame his ex-wife Jennifer Garner for his drinking problem. Well, last night he told Jimmy Kimmel it was all taken out of context. Watch.
And he said that I had blamed my ex-wife for my alcoholism and that I was trapped in this marriage. Like, just made me out to be like the worst, most insensitive, stupid, awful guy. Really, like, it's about my kids. I gotta just draw a line.
Right,
you know,
of course.
I'm really clear. Like, that's not true. I don't believe that. It's the exact opposite of who I am, what I believe, and I would never want my kids to think I would ever say a bad word about their mom.
So, Tori, you felt very strongly when we discussed this. Now, hearing him speak on Kimmel, do you feel differently?
No, I think he dug his hole deeper. And I know Al and I disagree on this strongly. And I'm not like really offended by this, but I just think he is spreading the blame game a third time, because now he's blaming us for the way we interpreted the Howard Stern interview, in which he said what he said. Did we take it out of context? And Sam, you definitely said that well yesterday, and I thought about it a lot. Yeah, we tend to take it out of context. But I don't think Stern was the right move. I think it was a bad interview, and you should stop talking at this point. Now he's like, they think this, that's wrong, man. I'm not that guy. Well, you said those things, dude. So draw a line, because now you're blaming us. So I'm not really upset. I just think this was a bad move.
I think that's fair. I think that's fair what you're saying. You know, and as I looked at this interview, I did like that he said, I'm drawing a line. I'm not talking about the mother of my kids. I got that. I like that. But I feel like the fact that when I listened to the interview, I feel like he sounded like a person that had not unpacked this. When you go back and start to retroactively look at and take account for your actions as an alcoholic or just in your 20s or 30s, it's hard, and you need to do that with somebody that's going to be honest with you, somebody like you guys. That I can call Erica and she'll be like, no, don't, no, remember? Like, you need somebody that's not going to be like, you're right, they're wrong. You need somebody that's going to help check. And it sounded like he did not have that person or does not have that person in his life. And that's why that interview kind of came off like that.
Yeah.
Because if that was me, I would be so happy to be on Howard Stern like, no, that was all me, dude. I'm going to tell you, yeah, I was out of line there. That was wrong. But when you're not there inside, it's not going to be projected.
I love that take, Al. I mean, your transparency is so golden, but I think
it's freeing.
Exactly, and that has always been like, I am so embarrassed by the person that I have been in different stages of my life, but by really looking in the mirror and assessing that embarrassment as to why I made the calls that I made, why I did what I did in the moment, that is a very free place to be. I really question who made the call for Howard Stern to be that format, because that is a topic that should be handled with care, not a topic that is just kind of rambled on about for an hour, especially when you're trying to protect the people that you love. So do I think that he's a terrible person? I don't know him, but I do know that people are very intentional about who they're speaking to and on what format they're speaking to. One-on-one interviews are very common that way.
I disagree with you guys. I think Howard Stern has grown a lot and evolved a lot over the years. He's gone to...
I think it's a great interview.
Yeah, and he's gone to so much therapy that I actually think he's the right person to speak to when it comes to divorce, when it comes to addiction. And I think we tend to, in this society, focus on one negative comment. Sure, could Ben Affleck have rephrased it? But then we never focus on the fact that he said he loves and respects Jennifer Garner. They're just not a right match. We never focus on the fact how he was very open about his alcoholism. We're only focusing on one little snafu. Sorry, Michael Dean, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that word. I was just told. One little gaffe that he made.
Yeah, but it's a pretty big
It
gaffe.
is,
Yeah.
but in reality, no one's bringing up all the other stuff that was actually kind.
Well, that's what
and
we
was
talk about
actually
when we
freeing.
say, and I don't want to cut you off, when we talk about like headline clickbait culture. You kind of have to know going in any interview, and I think you would, being as media savvy as you are, Sam, you would know that the one sentence I say that's going to be controversial about DBL is what is going to be at the top of that.
True.
So you would be more conscious
And Ben
of your
Affleck
work.
should have known that too.
You're both right. I think that, Sam, you're right. If you're speaking about things that have happened in your life and there's someone that can relate to you, that's a great format. But if you aren't ready to have that conversation freely, then that's not the place that you should go.
How do you know if you're ready or not? If
you're ready to hold accountability.
Some people aren't great open books like we are.
Still therapy.
Some people are just actors and they go on and they start to talk, but they might not have the tools, and they may never have those tools. But in my opinion, that doesn't mean that they're not allowed to speak.
No, but maybe don't go on Howard Stern, because he's going to get that information on you, and you're going to maybe say it in an inflammatory way.
Or maybe we're digging too deep.
I think he said it. I think he said it.
Good conversation. Okay. Well, Jennifer Garner hasn't publicly commented on Ben's interview, but some tabloids are reporting that she was less than thrilled with it. So keep in mind, these are just reports. It's important to always say that, but according to In Touch, Jen felt Ben's comments blaming his drinking on their marriage was disrespectful and a slap in her face. Meantime, Jennifer Lopez and Ben were all smiles as they arrived at his Jimmy Kimmel taping yesterday, but Page 6 is reporting that J-Lo wasn't happy about his comments either, calling it, quote, reckless. So what do we think of these reported comments now, Tori?
Well, because we heard from Ben Affleck himself and Howard Stern, I believe that more than I believe this. Can I be honest? Jennifer Garner is never going to say anything. She is so good at keeping her brand not messy. And his brand right now is all messy. He's just telling everyone everything when he kind of shouldn't be, in my opinion. I think we won't hear from her, and I think probably won't hear from J-Lo. I think they're going to zip up, shut up, and move on so the story moves on. That's what I think.
What do you think, Eric? Because I look at Ben as like a lot of people that kind of, you're with somebody that seems like A-Rod is kind of more a square, not an insult, but he seems more kind of conventional. And I think that we all bring people into our life because they are a wild card. And a wild card can be good or bad. You could have the best night of your life with them or the worst night of your life with them. And there is some attraction to that. They're called bad boys for a reason. And I wonder if when she's saying what he's, this is reckless, and she's so purposeful about curating her image, I wonder why she would bring Ben Affleck into this perfectly curated manner that she's created.
I would have to question A-Rod being not a wild
I
card.
agree.
I mean, I think that's kind of how she ended up.
Sexually, I think that's true.
The sweater vest threw me off,
no,
but
right there with that.
I know he's in them streets.
Yeah, right there.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Bruce Springsteen recently made bank by selling his entire song catalog for a reported, are you guys ready for this?
Talk to me.
$500 million. The catalog includes hits from Born in the USA and his multi-platinum album, The River. There's no official price tag on the sale, but Billboard says it could be up to $500 million, which would make it the largest amount paid for a single artist catalog.
Bruce, the boss!
That's what they call him.
I know.
Yeah, we got it.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you a Springsteen fan?
Yes. I think he's an amazing poet. He sings for the workers, the lower class. He's amazing in concert.
$1,500 to go see his ticket.
Agreed.
Yes.
But he started off, if you know him
All
from
the
the very
workers
beginning.
can give their money to one worker to go see him.
Okay.
The man of the people, literally. We can send one man.
Yeah, we can go off
Yes.
Broadway and see him for $1,500.
He's
Yes, Paul
so
McCartney.
down to earth.
He started off as a strong, perfectionist poet to speak of the hard blue-collar working people of New Jersey, and his concerts are awesome, and he still pulls off a great show, and people who are boomers are willing to now pay for that kind of thing because they've made the money. They've made their money.
That's a good point, actually.
Thank you.
But then can you be a man of the people then?
Yes, because he rose up with the people.
He did the American
And then he left the people and got on a private jet.
His people have
and they stayed back in Jersey.
They paid their dues.
They paid the dues.
It's funny how some people are allowed to do that and other people aren't.
Absolutely,
That's a good
yeah.
point.
You mean like sell out?
Well, yeah.
I was like, oh, I was with the people, and then the people elevated me, and then now they don't like me anymore because I'm not one of the people. But some people get to stay a part of the people, regardless of what kind of plane you are.
He still wears a jean jacket, so that means he's like, he's one of us.
Is he a sellout now that like we can hear his songs on commercials now?
I don't think what are we doing? Why are we showing up to work regardless of what our profession is if we can't make money?
Yes.
I mean, I'm going to go home right now because people are constantly like, well, they're making too much money.
Erica.
We got to, well, you know, she has this or they have that.
I'm going to clip one of your best-selling rants and put it on a commercial, and we'll see how you feel about that.
Thank you. Would you like 10%? Because if I'm eating, we're all getting fat, honey. We're all getting fat.
What if it's a brand that you don't like, Erica? Like, I mean a bad brand.
What's a bad
brand? Like, give me an example.
Like a bad brand that has a history of doing
2 words.
bad
Check
things.
cleared. Yeah, just give me the money. What? What are you talking about?
Give me the money.
I don't want, like,
This isn't the Knights of the Round Table. I don't want to be virtuous.
Dude.
Send me the money.
There's still morals. There's still morals.
Yes, coming up on DBL. Everyone celebrates the holidays differently, but some people take it just a little too far. We're showing you the most outrageous holiday decor that's gone viral.
Closed captioning provided by
Super.
Hey guys, I'm Tori. I don't know why I said that. I've been working for about 5 months now on a needlepoint for Rob, our camera guy. Rob is an amazing snowboarder and also loves Bernie Sanders. And he wanted a piece that combined Bernie Sanders with snowboarding, and you'll see what I did. Okay, Rob, here, come on up.
Car commercial, and it's
Okay,
like
ready?
a Rolling Stone,
It
which
feels-
was this
you
anthem
haven't seen it
for
yet, you got it.
protest and
Shut up.
feel-
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Bruce Springsteen.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
So we'll hold it up. So is it cute?
Amazing.
So you say unload here when you get off a chairlift, but it's the famous Mittens Bernie.
That is amazing. It's beautiful.
And then we'll frame
It's
it.
beautiful.
So it'll be good. But this is for you. Thank you for the. It kept me sane during the pandemic. That's really good.
You are amazing.
So you guys come on in here for a second just so you see. If you're interested in cross stitch, it's really simple, but what's hard is this is like a back stitch. See how you can like move it? So that stuff makes it pop like 3D, and then this would be stretched and put on a frame. So if you're interested in cross stitch, let me know because I can get you started in the right direction. So this is yours, buddy. Enjoy.
That is gorgeous.
Dude, the trees
that is
color.
gorgeous.
Quick chats, right? A beat. You got it. So guys, the trees will make you want to go insane. What do you think, Lydia? Yeah, she didn't say it with a lot of like excitement.
Tori, that is amazing.
I'm so glad.
Is that your best work?
By far. But it's this, like, look at this, like that little stuff.
I know the holiday season can be difficult for some, and I just want to let you all know that you're not alone, and I'm wishing you a holiday season full of love and light.
Welcome back to DBL. The First Lady's holiday decor received some pretty harsh reviews this year, with some calling her Christmas tree blah. Others are taking it a step further, saying that the White House decorations are just plain tacky. So with that in mind, we want to share a few holiday decorations going viral for all the wrong reasons. Okay, first, if you're a fan of inflatable yard decor, you can catch Santa taking a potty break on your front lawn. This is Sophie's favorite decoration because every night we go look at Christmas tree lights, and there's 2 homes near us that have this, and she thinks it's hysterical.
I wonder how their neighbors feel. I wouldn't like that.
I just don't like thinking of Santa having to do that. He's a magical creature.
He's got a lot of belts and
Kids
buckles.
think it's so funny.
That's
I
funny.
would never do it, but
I mean, it is a long ride.
Yes.
Okay, next, should this T-Rex... I have that.
I have this too.
What? Should this T-Rex menorah be the centerpiece of next year's Hanukkah celebration, or should it go extinct? I have it, and Sophie loves it.
I have it too, and the joke is it's a Menorahsaurus.
Yeah, that's what
we
it's
didn't
called.
say that.
Oh yeah, it's a Menorahsaurus.
Menorahsaurus.
It's beautiful. It's bright
Instead
gold.
of dinosaurus.
But that's still not a joke.
Right.
You just keep saying the name.
Yeah.
It's bright gold,
Okay.
though, Al. It's quite chic.
Yeah.
And we all think about holiday decor for the home, but oh no.
I love
what
that.
about what? These beard decorations? Are they cute, or should they get the big old boot?
A massive boot.
Yeah,
Like, you shouldn't have anything dangling from your
Thank you.
chin like that.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
So it's okay for men to do that.
Yeah, I was like, once she put it like that, I was
Right.
like,
Real
okay,
gross.
that's
Yeah.
kind of rough.
You
But,
got
I mean,
balls
it's a-
dangling from your chin.
It's a conversation starter. It's like, hey, what's going on with your
You've got
chin?
hair doesn't mean you put things in it.
That's all people do is put things in their hair.
Depending on where your hair is.
Let's
Not
move on.
like that.
Yeah,
We should move on.
rules.
Okay. Finally, for anyone who wants to put a creative spin on their Christmas tree, you can buy an upside down tree like this one. It's a practical way to make more room for presents.
Or have the tree fall on your kid.
This is very fun, I think. I wouldn't do it, but I think it's very fun.
Super dangerous.
No, it's fun to me.
How is that fun?
What do you mean dangerous?
You
It comes that way.
That doesn't mean it's not dangerous. It's not the right way.
You don't think they have
weight-wise?
You don't think they have posts or sticks making it nice and straight?
No, I don't think they were able to break the laws of physics. There's a reason that things start with a wider base and go up to a point.
Albert.
That's the reason triangles are popular.
There's a reason why you use posts and sticks and rods to keep things upright.
And that's going to do it for Sam. Sam's science lesson. Posts and sticks and rods. Put that on the test.
We'll be right back. Okay.
I have at least.
Senator Ron Johnson of Wisconsin recently claimed during a town hall meeting that gargling mouthwash, quote, has been proven to kill the coronavirus, unquote. Johnson later tweeted a link to the results of a clinical trial that concluded commercially available mouthwash can potentially reduce the viral load of SARS-CoV-2, the virus that causes COVID-19 in saliva. And now people are questioning whether gargling mouthwash can prevent or treat COVID-19. So let's verify. Our sources are the American Dental Association, 3 major brands that produce oral care products like mouthwash, and Dr. Jason Kindrachuk. The study referenced in Senator Johnson's tweet looked at the impact of mouthwash on viral load in saliva, but it didn't say mouthwash is a cure or preventative treatment for COVID-19. According to the American Dental Association, quote, there is currently no evidence to support that mouthwash reduces infection with or is a treatment of disease caused by the COVID-19 virus, unquote. Verify reached out to the makers of Crest, Scope, and Listerine mouthwash, and all 3 companies confirmed that no evidence currently exists that rinsing with a mouthwash prevents or treats COVID-19. Dr. Jason Kindrachuk says claims that mouthwash can prevent or kill COVID have been around since 2020, but they aren't true.
So for regular mouthwashes and rinse aids, when we heard about these suggestions very early on in 2020, none of that has borne out into fruition.
So we can verify this claim as false. There's no evidence gargling mouthwash can prevent or treat COVID-19. Through the pandemic, Johnson has been accused of spreading misinformation about the virus. In June, YouTube suspended his account for a week after the senator shared a video encouraging people to use alternative COVID-19 treatments. With your Verify, I'm Ariane Till.
Do you still have someone in your life who needs a gift? Well, don't worry, we got you all covered. Check out these deals Steph showed Tori earlier from our friends at Morning Save.
All right, what do you have for us today, Stephanie?
Hey, Tori, I have got some wonderful products and even better deals. There is truly a gift for everyone. So first up, we've got a 2-pack of iJoy Chase Face Plus Object Tracking Robot. We all know someone who's obsessed with social media. So what better gift to get them than this? This is the perfect gift for holiday. These will make the perfect assistant for TikTok videos, FaceTime calls, and Zoom meetings. So this cell phone holder has intuitive face and object tracking. So wherever you move, your phone will follow. So you just put your phone in the slot and it gives you a hands-free experience. You use the app and then you just start moving. So these are normally $50, but right now they're only $19, saving you guys 62%.
That's a cool product that I feel like I sound so old, but a young person would like.
Now, Tori, I've got to tell you about this deal because this is perfect for those beauty and self-care enthusiasts. So we've got 2 almost famous, look at these, gorgeous, almost famous cryo cooling massage globes. Yes. And you just literally use these devices to soothe your skin. It reduces redness, tones down puffiness, it improves circulation, and promotes skincare absorption for plump, youthful looking skin. Now, here is a pro tip. You just put this in the freezer, and the innovative cooling liquid inside will keep the globe icy cold for the length of your facial massage and beyond. So normally these are $69, but we've got them for only $25. I know it saves our viewers 64%. Now, this next item will have the music lovers rejoicing.
Wow.
So we've got the Power to Go 5-in-1 wireless, look at these, private listening TV headphones. So this deal comes with 1 set of headphones with 1 transmitter, which is this thing here, and it comes with a power adapter. So with this deal, you can have a private listening experience for music, TV, and more. Ooh. So Tori, have you ever been interrupted by the noise of the vacuum while you're watching TV, or you're just listening to music? Well, all you need to do is plug the transmitter into your TV's audio source and it will wirelessly sync to the headphones. So these are usually $60 and right now it's $19. So that saves 68%.
Oh, that's brilliant. And this is for someone who has a hard time hearing and has to read captions. Please get this for them. They can hear it so much easier in the TV.
And then last but certainly not least, we've got Life Pro Mobility and Air Compression Leg Massager.
Whoa.
So this deal includes one of these gorgeous massagers with a charging adapter. The massager has 3 different vibration modes, 3 different heat levels, and 3 intensity levels for customized comfort. So compression works to improve blood flow, reduces inflammation, promotes faster healing and vein support for healthy legs. So normally it's as much as $225.
I get it.
Very pricey.
Yeah.
But right now, we've got it for only $99, which saves you 56%.
I gotta be honest, if you have a big flyer in your family, like a big traveler, get these, because you know what I mean? They need compression. They need to decompress. This is excellent for them, but man, just to relax and watch TV, hello.
Absolutely.
Head on over to morningsave.com to snag these amazing deals at the lowest prices. You can even visit morningsave.com on your smartphone. Thank you so, so much, Steph. We'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
That sound means it is time to verify. Signed, sealed, and delivered with COVID-19. 'Tis the season to send Christmas cards, but with COVID concerns front of mind for yet a second Christmas, we need to revisit this question about your mail. Teresa Wilson asked, why has no one mentioned the fact people still lick their envelopes and want to hand them to a postal clerk? She said she's a postal clerk and asked, isn't this unsanitary? Let's verify. Our sources for this are the Centers for Disease Control, a National Institutes of Health study on COVID and surfaces, and Wake Forest Health infectious disease physician Dr. Chris Uhl. We got a similar question during Christmas time last year with holiday cards. We found a National Institutes of Health study that looked at how the virus spreads on different surfaces. It found the virus can live on paper products like cardboard for up to 24 hours, but has no infection capability on that surface. The CDC also concludes touching surfaces is not the main means of transmission. That said, Dr. Uhl understands viewer Teresa's concern about handling freshly sealed mail.
Now, licking in an envelope is directly putting saliva on the envelope. The virus isn't going to last long in that environment. After, a few minutes to an hour or two, its transmissibility is basically nil. However, if you're going to lick an envelope and directly give it to somebody who then is ungloved and then for some reason wipes their face, I guess there's a potential for transmission in that section.
However, he said it's probably not a major concern or health threat. For postal workers like Teresa, wearing gloves and washing hands can reduce any threat of transmission. So we can verify, yes, it's true. Licking an envelope is unsanitary for the postal worker, but simple precautions can mitigate that risk. And overall, you are very unlikely to spread COVID through the mail. But to be courteous and health conscious, just seal your envelopes at home with a sponge or sticker instead of saliva. With your Verify, I'm Megan Malaris.
After nearly 2 years of suspended payments and interest, the Biden administration is telling people with student loans it's time to pay up. This week, White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki confirmed to reporters that the student loan payment pause instituted by the CARES Act at the beginning of the pandemic in 2020 is still scheduled to end on January 31st. That means, starting in February, an estimated 41 million Americans carrying student loan debt will need to account for a new expense in their budget. In total, Americans owe a staggering $1.6 trillion. Leaders in the president's own party are calling for him to extend the pause and eliminate some of that student debt. They argue resuming the payments now could lead to financial hardship, especially with the emergence of the Omicron variant. The White House says they're monitoring the impact of Omicron, but a smooth transition back into repayment is a high priority. As for eliminating some student debt, the White House has said they're open to the idea, but are still waiting on legislation from Congress.
Listen, this past couple of years has been so crazy. Let's express gratitude for this year and all of the amazing gifts that are coming in 2022.
This year, let's try and put aside all of our differences and just be together and really be present in the moment.
From the Showman's Happy Holidays.
From me and my family, we truly want to thank you over the years how much support you've given me and our whole team.
I know the holiday season can be difficult for some, and I just want to let you all know that you're not alone, and I'm wishing you a holiday season full of love and light.
From all of us here at Daily Blast Live,
we want to wish you
Happy Holidays.
Happy holidays.
And a healthy new year.
and my baby said happy holidays.
Feels. All the feels.
I just love seeing you with your family.
Oh,
It's
I love
so
you guys.
cute.
I love
All
seeing
the
all of
feels.
you. We are family.
We are.
We have some comments?
We sure do. I want to get to this. It's Melissa Gates. She says, what I don't understand is how some people will sell all their rights to their music, Bruce, while others are trying to move heaven and earth to get control back, Taylor Swift. Am I missing something? Now we got a response. Donnie says, Melissa, the difference is Bruce is probably about to retire and she's just starting out. Interesting conversation.
I think that's it. She's got a whole career where Bruce is kind of...
How did Bruce know back then? I mean, because it was very rare. I mean, we know Prince did it, but how did he know back then to make sure that he owned his catalog?
That is a good question, because like Billy Joel had no idea.
Right.
Lots of artists, yeah.
That's what Behind the Music was about. Artists getting ripped off.
DBL's new every day. We'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place.
The cleanup continues in parts of the Midwest and South after a massive tornado caused widespread damage. Several people wondered on social media if it's rare to see a tornado outbreak in December, since tornado season is usually in the spring. So let's verify. Is it rare for there to be a severe tornado outbreak in December? These are our sources. The U.S. averages about 1,200 tornadoes a year, and since they require warm, moist air to form, they're more common in the spring. That doesn't mean they can't happen in the winter. On average, about 24 tornadoes occur in December, usually in the deep south, where the weather is still warmer, although most are nowhere near the strength of the tornado that hit last week.
In December, it's very, very uncommon, almost unprecedented.
A weather report archivist found there were more tornado warnings issued on December 10th than on any other December date since at least 2001. So it's true. It's rare for there to be a severe tornado outbreak in December. With your Fast Fact, I'm Brandon Lewis.
There's nothing like having a real tree in your home, but it's a bummer when all of those needles end up on your carpet. In fact, there's a whole Christmas tree genetics program dedicated to solving this problem. Researchers say they've identified which genes help trees hold on to their needles, and now they're working on super seeds that could reach growers by 2028. The goal is to have less than 1% of a tree's needles fall off through the Christmas season. And it's not just the needles. Researchers are also working on trees that have a stronger aroma, need less watering, and could even be resistant to climate change, creating fantastic firs that even Charlie Brown would be jealous of.
We're talking about today on Daily Blast Live.
Could COVID ruin another holiday season? With mass COVID cases and Omicron predictions, why is Dr. Fauci saying it's safe to gather? Crazy holiday decorations going viral, from Santa in an outhouse to beard ornaments. Have these decorations gone too far? And we're catching up with friend of the show, Jonathan Bennett, live. He joins us in just minutes.
Oh my gosh.
Are you insane? This is a sham.
No.
Just
It's
stop.
finally here. Drum roll. Welcome to DBL. It is Thursday, December 16th. I'm Sam here with Al, Erica, and our very own Dr. Coley.
Hi, guys.
Thank you for joining us. In fact, you're the perfect person right now because the holidays are right around the corner. But there's new reason for concern thanks to Omicron. The CDC is out with some grim projections. They are saying we could see a massive holiday spike with 1.3 million new cases a week by Christmas Day. That's up 55%. They are also saying that deaths could jump to more than 15,000 a week. All right, so Dr. Coley, what does this mean for holiday plans? Is it still safe to celebrate with relatives, to even travel to go see them? Before you answer, though, I want you to check out what Dr. Fauci said on GMA, and then we'll hear from you.
If you and your family are vaccinated and boosted, hopefully, you should feel comfortable about having a holiday situation where you have dinners and gatherings in your own home with family and friends.
Okay, so break this down for us because I'm already reading comments from our viewers and it seems contradictory. Like here we have the CDC saying don't gather, but then Dr. Fauci saying it's safe if you're boosted and vaccinated. Do you agree with that?
I do actually agree with him. And I think they're not saying contradictory things, even though it sounds like that. It's just a matter of perspective. So are you guys glass half full or glass half empty type of people?
Half full.
Empty.
Oh.
I'm a comic.
So you're the CDC
Yeah.
in this case, and Sam and Erica are Dr. Fauci. So Dr. Fauci is looking at the perspective of the individual. If you're vaccinated and boosted, the chance of you having infection risk, it's not zero, but it's low. And the chance of you, getting very sick is very, very, very low. So he's saying individually, it's safe to gather. The CDC, on the other hand, is looking at the public health perspective. So they're saying what is going to happen to the total number of infections and to the spread of the infection as people gather, and that is going to go up.
Okay, so given these new predictions, what should we expect or what should we do about our holiday plans, especially if we're visiting elderly relatives?
Great question. So if you're vaccinated and boosted, you can absolutely go visit other people that are vaccinated and boosted. But I would say, Erica, if you're visiting anyone elderly, or like in my case, I'm going to see my niece and nephew, they're not eligible yet for the vaccine. Take a bunch of those rapid tests with you so that you use testing anytime you have a new exposure before you're getting into somebody else's bubble. If you're not vaccinated or boosted, don't travel, please.
Okay, so you just brought up something that's really been weighing on me as well. So we are all vaccinated and boosted, but we're in the same situation that you're in, that you have a newborn in the family. Now, if the newborn or the mother was vaccinated, is the newborn okay?
The newborn is more protective if mom is vaccinated and boosted, because remember, her antibodies go down, and mom, if she's nursing, can pass antibodies through the breast milk to the baby. So if mom got boosted, the newborn does have some protection, and we've just learned this morning that the vaccines actually do offer some protection against Omicron even.
All right. Wow. Okay. So looking at some of these COVID headlines, they may leave a lot of people scratching their heads. So let us explain. First, the NFL is reporting more than 75 players have tested positive this week alone.
Browns.
Okay, that's a huge increase from earlier this season. Next, Broadway has been hit hard. Popular shows like Harry Potter, Hamilton, the Tina Turner musical, Wicked, and more have canceled their upcoming performances. But on the other hand, the CEOs of both American Airlines and Southwest are pushing for the government to lift the mask mandate on airplanes, saying masks don't really add very much and that the air quality on planes is safe. So what's going on here now, Dr. Coley? These headlines, I understand why our viewers are scratching their heads.
Absolutely. So I have to say, I'm disappointed about Hamilton because I was going to go to New York and catch it, but not this year, maybe next year. But I have to say, I'm really upset with the CEOs of the airlines because they're acting irresponsibly, and this is a business decision, not a scientific one. The science does not support taking masks off on airplanes. And if you're going to do it, you better make sure that every single person on that plane is vaccinated and boosted, because you're sitting in a closed compartment next to somebody else, and yes, the air circulates every few minutes, but exposure can happen within seconds. And it's sort of like the analogy I like to use is being caught in a rainstorm, and it's pouring rain. There's virus everywhere. Why don't you put your umbrella up?
Right.
And they're taking away our umbrella by making us take the mask off.
You mentioned they're not thinking medically, they're thinking business, but isn't this bad business too, considering that you are hurting your customers? A lot of airline customers are like us three. We stick to one airline, we build points. So if you are essentially jeopardizing their health, killing them, that's taking your customer base away from you. So it doesn't even sound like a good business decision.
Well, a lot of people, Sam, are not vaccinated, and those people don't want to wear the masks. I mean, that's what all the fighting is about with the air marshals and everything. And they would want to travel more, I think, if the masks come off. And because we think Omicron is milder, they're taking a calculated bet here and saying, so what if we have more infections? People aren't going to die. They might just have a cold.
Wow. Well, we're talking about people gathering, and obviously, like when it's cold, that's when everybody gathers inside, watches the game, you know, or you were talking about Hamilton, they go to shows, or even just going to the bar. A lot of people do that when they go home for the holidays. What would you tell those people? Like, what's the best way to keep safe?
Indoor setting, vaccination status unknown, keep that mask on. There's no other option because, you know, it's really hard because you don't know who else is there, what they brought in. Now, let's say you do end up taking your mask off, then you do damage control and get a test 3 to 5 days after exposure to make sure that you're not positive.
Okay. And that's even if you're vaxxed and boosted. Still keep that mask on.
You know, Cornell, what's happening, you've heard, right? They had a huge Omicron outbreak, including people that are vaxxed and boosted.
Well, let's talk about the Omicron outbreak because they're saying that cases are doubling every few days. The bottom line for us, is this a new reality for us, and what can we do about it?
Significantly more contagious variant than Delta, guys. I mean, this is a whole new beast that we're dealing with here. But the good news, again, is that illness is looking a lot milder. So I think we're seeing the transition in real life happen here from pandemic to endemic. We're going from that crisis mode to living alongside this variant, learning how to mitigate, learning how to change our behavior in order to keep this variant at bay.
It's like having a roommate you hate, but you can't get out of the lease.
It's exactly like that. Yes.
Okay.
And this roommate won't go away. It's more contagious.
All right. So I want to share this with you because it's pretty unusual, all right? The outgoing director of the National Institute of Health decided to bid his colleagues farewell with a COVID-themed rendition of Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Check this out.
Somewhere past the pandemic, masks will come off. No more need for a nose swab every time we cough.
What did you think of this?
Mixed feelings, honestly. I don't hear what you guys think. I mean, I
Mixed.
love this song, obviously, and it inspires us that we're going to get there. But I don't want to make light of what has happened and how many people we've lost. So how do you guys feel?
I feel like he knew one song on the guitar, and so he was like, well, I got to jam these lyrics into this melody, and that's what we got. So I don't know where the mixed feelings are. I have some very strong feelings. That should never happen again. I don't know.
We're playing it
Look
again.
at that.
All right.
Thank you, Booth.
Yeah, thank you very much,
Love y'all.
producers. Coming up on DBL, and thank you, Dr. Coley, as always.
course.
Coming up on DBL, Ben Affleck is walking back the comments he made about Jennifer Garner. We'll tell you what he told Jimmy Kimmel last night. And a Real Housewife is sharing her exclusive flirting tips. If you still need a date for your holiday party, you might want to stick around to hear her tips.
Closed captioning provided by
Yeah, so I was asking Dr. Coley because Dr. Coley, congratulations.
Well, thank you.
Anytime there's a newborn, a newborn, you're an auntie. And that was one thing I was not, especially in the past, 2 years. The babies that have come up, I'm super, Lindsay had her baby. I did not hold her without my mask on. I just felt so, restricted. With my niece, her mother was vaccinated and boosted, and I felt like, okay, we're in a different era than what we were before. So have you had conversations with your family about
We
the
have,
same thing?
especially because we're getting data out of South Africa that Omicron may be more severe in kids under 2. Because, number one, because they don't have the vaccine necessarily, they may have some passive antibodies, but number 2, their immune systems are different than the adult immune systems. So we do have to be extra careful around those babies, especially anyone under 5, I would say right now, but not to the point where we can't see them, can't hold them, can't touch them, because we do know that those antibodies offer some protection. So I want you to know you did all the right things. You wore your mask, you washed your hands, you did your best to minimize your contacts before you come into contact with the baby.
After nearly 2 years of suspended payments and interest, the Biden administration is telling people with student loans it's time to pay up. This week, White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki confirmed to reporters that the student loan payment pause instituted by the CARES Act at the beginning of the pandemic in 2020 is still scheduled to end on January 31st. That means, starting in February, an estimated 41 million Americans carrying student loan debt will need to account for a new expense in their budget. In total, Americans owe a staggering $1.6 trillion. Leaders in the president's own party are calling for him to extend the pause and eliminate some of that student debt. They argue resuming the payments now could lead to financial hardship, especially with the emergence of the Omicron variant. The White House says they're monitoring the impact of Omicron, but a smooth transition back into repayment is a high priority. As for eliminating some student debt, the White House has said they're open to the idea, but are still waiting on legislation from Congress.
Welcome back to DBL. Tori's back. Yes, she is. Okay. There she is. All right, so nobody likes to be alone for the holidays. So Luann de Lesseps has some tips for flirting so you can hopefully cozy up to someone special. She shared them with Page 6. Take a look.
Charm goes a long way. People forget to give each other compliments and to, make really good eye contact and let people know that, you like them without, touching people, of course, because in this day and age, you have to be careful about that kind of stuff. But, and doing shots out of people's house.
Oh, the Countess. Okay, so Erica, do you like Luann's tips? Do you have any specific flirting advice that you would want to share with our viewers?
I know that this gets controversial, but I believe in letting people know how you feel about them. I think that it's a risk, of course, like they may not feel the same way. But I remember being in college and I had friends who had boyfriends in their minds for like years and they never did anything about it. It's like you either need to like do it or get off the pot. You know, like, because it's like dead the situation so that you're not romanticizing it in your head. Like maybe that person feels the same way, maybe they don't, and then you can move on. Free your mind.
Okay, so Erica's a speak your feelings, but I feel like Tori's itching to show us her flirting maneuver.
Well, there's a certain look that you can do that I learned.
Wait, give it to the camera. Give it to the camera.
And I learned this by looking it up on Google. So let's just see. It's a look where you look a half a beat too long at the person. So you're the person I'm flirting with, okay? You're Todd. Oh, hey.
That was good. I saw the little.
Did I freak you guys out?
No, I don't know how you'd be spinning around, but yes.
Yeah, I felt it.
It's just a beat. It's a beat.
Okay.
And really, it's confidence in the eyes.
So you look at them too long. What do you do?
I did nothing.
Al, yes, you have a move.
Sam,
That's
no,
not true.
because look, let's be honest.
You do have a
on this panel. You guys are three very attractive people. So when you flirt, usually the person responds. I'm a normie. So like I don't have that luxury. So when I go places, I need somebody with yellow flags.
No.
What?
Can I share your
What is my move?
Okay, so Al will go out to like a bar and he'll see like a group of women. He'll go up to them and just be like, Al Jackson. Look it up.
No, that was me and my buddy as the doctor. We used to do that when I would go to a table and be like, Al Jackson, ask around.
Oh yeah, ask around.
And then you walk away and it creates mystery. And then they're like, and then your friend comes behind you like, what was that about? And then you start talking at the table. It works.
Just for context, though, this was before like Google that you were doing.
Yes.
This.
Ask around. I think that's cute because it's confident. It's almost jokey.
It's what you do when you're not an 8.
Yeah. When you're not an 8. You are an 8. You're 10.
You are a 10
don't change it now.
It's an 11.
You started with an 8.
Okay.
Let's okay. We'll leave. I'm good with that, even though it's not true.
Coming up on DBL, Jonathan Bennett is
Yes.
Yes.
Jonathan.
Let's see it, Jonathan. Give it to us.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
God.
Oh, and then he turned away. Oh.
Yeah, that works. Don't go away. We're back in just 2 minutes.
That was excellent, JB.
Watch out. There on the beat.
Senator Ron Johnson of Wisconsin recently claimed during a town hall meeting that gargling mouthwash, quote, has been proven to kill the coronavirus, unquote. Johnson later tweeted a link to the results of a clinical trial that concluded commercially available mouthwash can potentially reduce the viral load of SARS-CoV-2, the virus that causes COVID-19 in saliva. And now people are questioning whether gargling mouthwash can prevent or treat COVID-19. So let's verify. Our sources are the American Dental Association, 3 major brands that produce oral care products like mouthwash, and Dr. Jason Kindrachuk. The study referenced in Senator Johnson's tweet looked at the impact of mouthwash on viral load in saliva, but it didn't say mouthwash is a cure or preventative treatment for COVID-19. According to the American Dental Association, quote, there is currently no evidence to support that mouthwash reduces infection with or is a treatment of disease caused by the COVID-19 virus, unquote. Verify reached out to the makers of Crest, Scope, and Listerine mouthwash, and all 3 companies confirmed that no evidence currently exists that rinsing with a mouthwash prevents or treats COVID-19. Dr. Jason Kindrachuk says claims that mouthwash can prevent or kill COVID have been around since 2020, but they aren't true.
So for regular mouthwashes and rinse aids, when we heard about these suggestions very early on in 2020, none of that has borne out into fruition.
So we can verify this claim as false. There's no evidence gargling mouthwash can prevent or treat COVID-19. Through the pandemic, Johnson has been accused of spreading misinformation about the virus. In June, YouTube suspended his account for a week after the senator shared a video encouraging people to use alternative COVID-19 treatments. With your Verify, I'm Ariane Till.
Welcome back to DBL. So he is a friend of the show. We love him dearly. Please welcome back Jonathan Bennett.
Yes.
Oh, yes, honey. Hey,
Hi,
hey.
guys.
Hi,
First
love.
of all, Tori, I was looking at your flirting skills,
And?
when you looked right in that, camera, I was like, "Yep, still gay, still gay." Yep. Yep.
Thank you for keeping it 100. Thank you, Jonathan.
Still gay.
Yeah, exactly. It did not work. Okay. So Jonathan, first and foremost, how does it feel to be engaged at the same time as your Mean Girls co-star Lindsay Lohan after all these years? Congratulations.
Oh, look at us. Look at us. The gold, that's America's golden couple right there. It didn't work out for either of us, but we didn't keep our relationship going. It is absolutely so joyous to have Lindsay Lohan engaged at the same time I am. And what I love, I keep saying, is the smile that I see in the photos of her engagement is the smile I know on Lindsay's face when she's genuinely happy.
That's so good to hear.
It's like, 18-year-old Lindsay where we're having like milkshakes at Mel's Diner and like giggling. That's a genuine happy smile. So I know she's absolutely ecstatic, and I got to talk to her, and she's so happy and excited,
awesome.
and I'm so excited for her. And what a weird thing, Aaron Samuels and Katie Heron are engaged at the same time.
Yeah.
2 men.
I love it.
I love it. I mean, everybody deserves a happy ending, right? But you were a host, we all know, on Cake Wars. So did that experience elevate your standards for, like, let's say, your wedding cake?
That's a good question.
Okay, here's the deal. I have hosted over 200 and some episodes of Cake Wars. I've eaten more cake than anyone in the entire world, and the best cakes by the best bakers. And however, when I tried our wedding cake at Unico Resort, which is where we're getting married in Mexico, Unico Resort, I said, hey guys, you got to really bring your A game for the cake. The orange and strawberry cakes that I tried blew me away. And I was like, wow, you guys did it. I have no notes. I ate it and I go, no notes. You've done it all right. So yes, my standards are very high, but Unico Resort cake is delicious.
Yummy! Orange cake.
I know, never heard of an orange cake.
Interesting.
Because you're going to be in Mexico. It's going to be like a whole thing. It's going to be, citrus and fun. And the orange cake is delicious.
Nice, tropical. All right, now let me ask
upset she's not invited.
What?
Well, ever since I sent her that letter of cease and desist, she's not allowed to come within 200 feet of me.
Yeah,
so that's
when
why.
he came to studio, you were looking at him
That's why
too
I'm
long.
not there. We have to do it via Zoom.
It is true. I'm supposed to be about 200 yards away. 200 yards away. Now, you were a house guest, my love, on Big Brother, just like our co-host Jeff. But you were the first to go home, and I was really upset about that. Where did it all go wrong?
From the beginning, Tori. And from the very beginning, walking on the set is where it went wrong. So what happened was, I knew I had to be like myself and charming and nice and try to get people to like you. And then all I could think of was, Ryan Lochte and I don't want to be together because we're like the same deal.
Mm-hmm.
So like if we're together, people are going to vote us out. And like the first day, I was like, Ryan Lochte had to pick who his partner was going to be. And as much as I love that man with all my heart, he turned to me and he's like, you boy, you're my partner. And I'm like, no, I'm not your partner. They're not going to like that. Once we were joined, I was like, Ryan, don't win. Whatever you do, don't win this challenge because we'll have a target on our back. He's like, I got you, fam. And then 2 minutes later, we won because then I realized like, the only time Ryan Lochte hasn't won is never. Like he never does something like a physical challenge and lose it. So it was like there was no point in telling Ryan Lochte to not win the physical challenge. He's not able not to. So once that happened, it was just downhill from there.
Well, yeah, that's the one thing in show business no one talks about is like there's a thing where when you walk into a set, you know who your competition is, and it's never spoken, but you're like, okay, it's me and that guy. All right.
Yep.
Like, when you're black, it's easier.
He's like, let's join forces. I'm like, no, we don't want to join forces. No.
I get it. Now,
I'm like, give me Kato Kalin. Like, I'll team up with him. Great, come here.
Kato did well, yeah.
Yeah, he did. He actually really
Yeah.
did. Now, last year, Hallmark started to push for more diverse storylines. So tell us how the Christmas House 2 is going to continue that push.
Nobody's stressed. Wow, I am so excited for Hallmark Channel and the future of Hallmark Channel with Lisa and Wanya and the whole new team. It is just such an exciting time to be a part of Hallmark Channel. And The Mitchells are back this Christmas.
Yeah.
The entire Mitchell family, Hallmark's favorite family, comes back for the holidays. And this time, the family has grown. My husband and I bring back our 2 kids now instead of 1.
Wow.
We've all expanded, so there just are more Mitchells to love. And what's so great about this family and about the way Hallmark tells this story is that it's what a modern family looks like in 2021.
Yeah, totally.
This is what a modern family is.
Yeah.
In the age we're living in, this is what love and family and Christmas looks like.
I
And so
agree.
when the family comes back, they're all trying to put on the perfect Christmas, right? Everyone wants to have this perfect Christmas. But because of how quirky the family is, there's no such thing as a perfect Christmas. It's never going to happen. But what makes it not perfect is what makes it beautiful. And I think people are really going to identify with the characters in the movie because we all have the holidays coming up and we want it to be perfect, but we all have that mom or that dad or that brother or that sister or that aunt that, you know, has all these quirks to them, which is why we love them.
The wild
but
card.
it adds for so many layers to the family dynamic when you're trying to put on the perfect holiday.
Ain't
You know what I
that
mean?
the
So
truth?
it's really, really fun for people to see a family on Hallmark Channel that isn't perfect and that has quirks and is filled with
It's
so much
real.
humanity and love
It's real.
that they'll be able to see their own family in it.
Exactly.
this
you're
panel.
you're imperfectly perfect. Yes. Jonathan,
Yep.
thank you so much for chatting with us. We adore you. Tune into the Hallmark to watch The Christmas House 2, Deck Those Halls.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jonathan.
Love you,
Come
buddy.
see you soon.
Thank you guys. Love you.
Love you.
See you, brother.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
That sound means it is time to verify. Signed, sealed, and delivered with COVID-19. 'Tis the season to send Christmas cards, but with COVID concerns front of mind for yet a second Christmas, we need to revisit this question about your mail. Teresa Wilson asked, why has no one mentioned the fact people still lick their envelopes and want to hand them to a postal clerk? She said she's a postal clerk and asked, isn't this unsanitary? Let's verify. Our sources for this are the Centers for Disease Control, a National Institutes of Health study on COVID and surfaces, and Wake Forest Health infectious disease physician Dr. Chris Uhl. We got a similar question during Christmas time last year with holiday cards. We found a National Institutes of Health study that looked at how the virus spreads on different surfaces. It found the virus can live on paper products like cardboard for up to 24 hours, but has no infection capability on that surface. The CDC also concludes touching surfaces is not the main means of transmission. That said, Dr. Uhl understands viewer Teresa's concern about handling freshly sealed mail.
Now, licking in an envelope is directly putting saliva on the envelope. The virus isn't going to last long in that environment. After a few minutes to an hour or two, its transmissibility is basically nil. However, if you're going to lick an envelope and directly give it to somebody who then is ungloved and then for some reason wipes their face, I guess there's a potential for transmission in that section.
However, he said it's probably not a major concern or health threat. For postal workers like Teresa, wearing gloves and washing hands can reduce any threat of transmission. So we can verify, yes, it's true. Licking an envelope is unsanitary for the postal worker, but simple precautions can mitigate that risk. And overall, you are very unlikely to spread COVID through the mail. But to be courteous and health conscious, just seal your envelopes at home with a sponge or sticker instead of saliva. With your Verify, I'm Megan Malaris.
After nearly 2 years of suspended payments and interest, the Biden administration is telling people with student loans it's time to pay up. This week, White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki confirmed to reporters that the student loan payment pause instituted by the CARES Act at the beginning of the pandemic in 2020 is still scheduled to end on January 31st. That means, starting in February, an estimated 41 million Americans carrying student loan debt will need to account for a new expense in their budget. In total, Americans owe a staggering $1.6 trillion. Leaders in the president's own party are calling for him to extend the pause and eliminate some of that student debt. They argue resuming the payments now could lead to financial hardship, especially with the emergence of the Omicron variant. The White House says they're monitoring the impact of Omicron, but a smooth transition back into repayment is a high priority. As for eliminating some student debt, the White House has said they're open to the idea, but are still waiting on legislation from Congress.
We are receiving quite a few comments in regard to our outfits. Yes, we are wearing the same outfits as yesterday, excluding Erica, because
and me, I changed my clothes.
We do have to. Oh, we have to do a. We had a gaffe yesterday, and we're gonna have to redo a rap show.
There you go.
Yeah.
Call it what it is.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
it was against my my freedom of expression to wear the same thing twice.
We'll be right back.
The cleanup continues in parts of the Midwest and South after a massive tornado caused widespread damage. Several people wondered on social media if it's rare to see a tornado outbreak in December, since tornado season is usually in the spring. So let's verify. Is it rare for there to be a severe tornado outbreak in December? These are our sources. The U.S. averages about 1,200 tornadoes a year, and since they require warm, moist air to form, they're more common in the spring. That doesn't mean they can't happen in the winter. On average, about 24 tornadoes occur in December, usually in the deep south, where the weather is still warmer, although most are nowhere near the strength of the tornado that hit last week.
In December, it's very, very uncommon, almost unprecedented.
A weather report archivist found there were more tornado warnings issued on December 10th than on any other December day since at least 2001. So it's true, it's rare for there to be a severe tornado outbreak in December. With your Fast Fact, I'm Brandon Lewis.
There's nothing like having a real tree in your home, but it's a bummer when all of those needles end up on your carpet. In fact, there's a whole Christmas tree genetics program dedicated to solving this problem. Researchers say they've identified which genes help trees hold on to their needles, and now they're working on super seeds that could reach growers by 2028. The goal is to have less than 1% of a tree's needles fall off through the Christmas season. And it's not just the needles. Researchers are also working on trees that have a stronger aroma, need less watering, and could even be resistant to climate change, creating fantastic firs that even Charlie Brown would be jealous of.
Is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
Oh my gosh.
Are you insane?
This is a sham.
No. Y'all, just stop.
Finally here. Drum roll.
Welcome to DBL. I'm Sam here with Al, Erica, and Tori. Tori waved again. Sorry. Yes, Tori, give it to them, girl.
We see you, girl.
All right. Okay, hello. Hi.
Okay, so Ben Affleck is clarifying some of the comments he made on the Howard Stern show earlier this week. We talked all about it, of course. Now, how he seemed to blame his ex-wife Jennifer Garner for his drinking problem. Well, last night he told Jimmy Kimmel it was all taken out of context. Watch.
And he said that I had blamed my ex-wife for my alcoholism and that I was trapped in this marriage. Like, just made me out to be like the worst, most insensitive, stupid, awful guy. Really, like, it's about my kids. I gotta just draw a line.
Right,
you know,
of course.
I'm really clear, like, that's not true. I don't believe that. It's the exact opposite of who I am, what I believe, and I would never want my kids to think I would ever say a bad word about their mom.
So, Tori, you felt very strongly when we discussed this. Now, hearing him speak on Kimmel, do you feel differently?
No, I think he dug his hole deeper. And I know Al and I disagree on this strongly. And I'm not like really offended by this, but I just think he is spreading the blame game a third time, because now he's blaming us for the way we interpreted the Howard Stern interview, in which he said what he said. Did we take it out of context? And Sam, you definitely said that well yesterday, and I thought about it a lot. Yeah, we tend to take it out of context. But I don't think Stern was the right move. I think it was a bad interview, and you should stop talking at this point. Now he's like, they think this, that's wrong, man. I'm not that guy. Well, you said those things, dude. So draw a line, because now you're blaming us. So I'm not really upset. I just think this was a bad move.
I think that's fair. I think that's fair what you're saying. You know, and as I looked at this interview, I did like that he said, I'm drawing a line. I'm not talking about the mother of my kids. I got that. I like that. But I feel like the fact that when I listened to the interview, I feel like he sounded like a person that had not unpacked this. When you go back and start to retroactively look at and take account for your actions as an alcoholic or just in your 20s or 30s, it's hard, and you need to do that with somebody that's going to be honest with you, somebody like you guys. That I can call Erica and she'll be like, no, don't, no, remember? Like, you need somebody that's not going to be like, you're right, they're wrong. You need somebody that's going to help check. And it sounded like he did not have that person or does not have that person in his life. And that's why that interview kind of came off like that.
Yeah.
Because if that was me, I would be so happy to be on Howard Stern like, no, that was all me, dude. I'm going to tell you, yeah, I was out of line there. That was wrong. But when you're not there inside, it's not going to be projected.
I love that take, Al. I mean, your transparency is so golden, but I think
it's freeing.
Exactly, and has always been like, I am so embarrassed by the person that I have been in different stages of my life, but by really looking in the mirror and assessing that embarrassment as to why I made the calls that I made, why I did what I did in the moment, that is a very free place to be. I really question who made the call for Howard Stern to be that format, because that is a topic that should be handled with care, not a topic that is just kind of rambled on about for an hour, especially when you're trying to protect the people that you love. So do I think that he's a terrible person? I don't know him, but I do know that people are very intentional about who they're speaking to and on what format they're speaking to. One-on-one interviews are very common that way.
I disagree with you guys. I think Howard Stern has grown a lot and evolved a lot over the years. He's gone to...
I think it's a great interview.
Yeah, and he's gone to so much therapy that I actually think he's the right person to speak to when it comes to divorce, when it comes to addiction. And I think we tend to, in this society, focus on one negative comment. Sure, could Ben Affleck have rephrased it? But then we never focus on the fact that he said he loves and respects Jennifer Garner. They're just not a right match. We never focus on the fact how he was very open about his alcoholism. We're only focusing on one little snafu. Sorry, Michael Dean, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that word. I was just told. One little gaffe that he made.
Yeah, but it's a pretty big gaffe.
It is, but in reality, no one's bringing up all the other stuff that was actually kind.
Well, that's what we talk about when we say, and I don't want to cut you off, when we talk about like headline clickbait culture. You kind of have to know going into any interview, and I think you would, being as media savvy as you are, Sam, you would know that the one sentence I say that's going to be controversial about DBL is what is going to be at the top of that.
True.
So you would be more conscious of your words.
And Ben Affleck should have known that too.
You're both right. I think that, Sam, you're right. If you're speaking about things that have happened in your life and there's someone that can relate to you, that's a great format. But if you aren't ready to have that conversation freely, then that's not the place that you should go.
How do you know if you're ready or not? If
you're ready to hold accountability.
Some people aren't great open books like we are. Some people are just actors and they go on and they start to talk, but they might not have the tools, and they may never have those tools. But in my opinion, that doesn't mean that they're not allowed to speak.
No, but maybe don't go on Howard Stern, because he's going to get that information on you, and you're going to maybe say it in an inflammatory way.
Or maybe we're digging too deep.
I think he said it. I think he said it.
Good conversation. Okay. Well, Jennifer Garner hasn't publicly commented on Ben's interview, but some tabloids are reporting that she was less than thrilled with it. So keep in mind, these are just reports. It's important to always say that, but according to In Touch, Jen felt Ben's comments blaming his drinking on their marriage was disrespectful and a slap in her face. Meantime, Jennifer Lopez and Ben were all smiles as they arrived at his Jimmy Kimmel taping yesterday, but Page 6 is reporting that J-Lo wasn't happy about his comments either, calling it, quote, reckless. So what do we think of these reported comments now, Tori?
Well, because we heard from Ben Affleck himself and Howard Stern, I believe that more than I believe this. Can I be honest? Jennifer Garner is never going to say anything. She is so good at keeping her brand not messy. And his brand right now is all messy. He's just telling everyone everything when he kind of shouldn't be, in my opinion. I think we won't hear from her, and I think probably won't hear from J-Lo. I think they're going to zip up, shut up, and move on so the story moves on. That's what I think.
What do you think, Eric? Because I look at Ben as like a lot of people that kind of, you're with somebody that seems like A-Rod is kind of more a square, not an insult, but he seems more kind of conventional. And I think that we all bring people into our life because they are a wild card. And a wild card can be good or bad. You could have the best night of your life with them or the worst night of your life with them. And there is some attraction to that. They're called bad boys for a reason. And I wonder if when she's saying what he's, this is reckless, and she's so purposeful about curating her image, I wonder why she would bring Ben Affleck into this perfectly curated manner that she's created.
I would have to question A-Rod being not a wild
I
card.
agree.
I mean, I think that's kind of how she ended up.
Sexually,
with
The sweater vest threw me off,
no,
but
right there with that.
I know he's in them streets.
Yeah, right there.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Bruce Springsteen recently made bank by selling his entire song catalog for a reported, are you guys ready for this?
Talk to me.
$500 million. The catalog includes hits from Born in the USA and his multi-platinum album, The River. There's no official price tag on the sale, but Billboard says it could be up to $500 million, which would make it the largest amount paid for a single artist catalog.
Bruce! The boss!
What?
That's what they call him.
I know.
Yeah, we got it.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you a Springsteen fan?
Yes. I think he's an amazing poet. He sings for the workers, the lower class. He's amazing in concert.
$1,500 to go see his ticket.
Agreed,
Yes.
but he started off, if you know him
All
from
the
the very
workers
beginning.
can give their money to one worker to go see him.
Okay.
The man of the people, literally. We can send one man.
Yeah, we can go off Broadway and see him for $1,500 a
He's
night.
so down to earth.
He started off as a strong, perfectionist poet to speak of the hard blue-collar working people of New Jersey, and his concerts are awesome, and he still pulls off a great show, and people who are boomers are willing to now pay for that kind of thing because they've made the money. They've made their money.
That's a good point, actually.
Thank you.
But then can you be a man of the people then?
Yes, because he rose up with the people.
He did the American
And then he left the people and got on a private jet.
His people have
and they stayed back in Jersey.
They paid their dues. They paid the dues.
It's funny how some people are allowed to do that and other people aren't.
Absolutely,
That's a good point.
You mean like sell out?
Well, yeah.
I was like, I was with the people, and then the people elevated me, and then now they don't like me anymore because I'm not one of the people. But some people get to stay a part of the people, regardless of what kind of plane you are.
He still wears a jean jacket, so that means he's like, he's one of us.
Is he a sellout now that like we can hear his songs on commercials now?
I don't think what are we doing? Why are we showing up to work regardless of what our profession is if we can't make money?
Yes.
I mean, I'm gonna go home right now because people are constantly like, well, they're making too much money.
Erica.
We got, well, she has this, or they have that.
I'm going to clip one of your best-selling rants and put it on a commercial, and we'll see how you feel about that.
Thank you. Would you like 10%? Because if I'm eating, we're all getting fat, honey. We're all getting fat.
What if it's a brand that you don't like, Erica? Like, I mean a bad brand.
What's a bad
brand? Like, give me an example.
Like a bad brand that has a history of doing
2 words.
Bad
Check
things.
cleared. Yeah, just give me the money. What are you talking about?
Give me the money.
I don't like.
This isn't the Knights of the Round Table. I don't want to be virtuous.
Dude.
Send me the money.
There's still morals. There's still morals.
Yes, coming up on DBL. Everyone celebrates the holidays differently, but some people take it just a little too far. We're showing you the most outrageous holiday decor that's gone viral.
Closed captioning provided by
Hey guys, I'm Tori. I don't know why I said that. I've been working for about 5 months now on a needlepoint for Rob, our camera guy. Rob is an amazing snowboarder and also loves Bernie Sanders. And he wanted a piece that combined Bernie Sanders with snowboarding, and you'll see what I did. Okay, Rob, here, come on up.
Car commercial and that's like a Rolling Stone, which was this
He
anthem
hasn't seen
for
it yet, you got it.
protest and
Okay, ready?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Bruce Springsteen.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
So we'll hold it up. So is it cute?
Amazing.
So you say unload here when you get off a chairlift, but it's the famous Mittens Bernie.
That is amazing. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
So it'll be good. But this is for you. Thank you for the. It kept me sane during the pandemic. That's really good.
You are amazing.
So you guys come on in here for a second, just so you see. If you're interested in cross stitch, it's really simple. But what's hard is this is like a back stitch. See how you can like move it? So that stuff makes it pop like 3D, and then this would be stretched and put on a frame. So if you're interested in cross stitch, let me know because I can get you started in the right direction. So this is yours, buddy. Enjoy.
That is gorgeous.
Dude, the trees.
That is gorgeous.
Quick chats, right? A beat. You got it. So guys, the trees will make you want to go insane. What do you think, Lydia? Yeah, she didn't say it with a lot of excitement.
Tori, that is amazing.
I'm so glad.
Is that your best work?
By far. But it's this, like, look at this, like that little stuff.
I know the holiday season can be difficult for some, and I just want to let you all know that you're not alone, and I'm wishing you a holiday season full of love and light.
If you're a fan of inflatable yard decor, you can catch Santa taking a potty break on your front lawn. This is Sophie's favorite decoration because every night we go look at Christmas tree lights, and there's 2 homes near us that have this, and she thinks it's hysterical.
I wonder how their neighbors feel. I wouldn't like that.
I just don't like thinking of Santa having to do that. He's a magical creature.
He's got a lot of belts and
Kids
buckles.
think it's so funny.
That's
I
funny.
would never do it, but
I mean, it is a long ride.
Yes.
Okay, next, should this T-Rex... I have that.
I have this too.
What? Should this T-Rex menorah be the centerpiece of next year's Hanukkah celebration, or should it go extinct? I have it, and Sophie loves it.
I have it too, and the joke is, it's a Menorahsaurus.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
We didn't say that.
Oh yeah, it's a Menorahsaurus.
Menorahsaurus.
It's beautiful. It's bright
Instead
gold.
of dinosaurus.
But that's still not a joke.
Right.
You just keep saying the name.
Yeah.
It's bright gold, though, Al. It's quite chic.
Yeah.
And we all think about holiday decor for the home, but oh no.
I love
what
that.
about what? These beard decorations? Are they cute, or should they get the big old boot?
A massive boot.
Yeah, me.
Like, you shouldn't have anything dangling from your chin like that.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
So it's okay for men to do that.
Yeah, I was like, once she put it like that, I was
Right.
like,
Real
okay,
gross.
That's
Yeah.
kind of rough.
You got balls dangling from your chin.
It's a conversation starter. It's like, hey, what's going on with your
Just 'cause
chin?
you've got hair doesn't mean you put things in it.
That's all people do is put things in their hair.
Depending on where the hair is.
Let's
Not
move on.
like that.
Can't be adding
We should
extra
move on.
rules.
Okay. Finally, for anyone who wants to put a creative spin on their Christmas tree, you can buy an upside down tree like this one. It's a practical way to make more room for presents.
Or have the tree fall on your kid.
This is very fun, I think. I wouldn't do it, but I think it's very fun.
Super dangerous.
No, it's fun to me.
How is that fun?
What do you mean dangerous?
You
It
can't-
comes that way.
That doesn't mean it's not dangerous. It's not the right way.
You don't think they have
weight-wise.
You don't think they have posts or sticks making it nice and
No,
straight?
I don't think they were able to break the laws of physics. There's a reason that things start with a wider base and go up to a point. That's the reason triangles are popular.
There's a reason why you use posts and sticks and rods to keep things upright.
And that's going to do it for Sam's science lesson. Posts and sticks and rods. Put that on the test.
We'll be right back. Okay.
have at least.
Senator Ron Johnson of Wisconsin recently claimed during a town hall meeting that gargling mouthwash, quote, has been proven to kill the coronavirus, unquote. Johnson later tweeted a link to the results of a clinical trial that concluded commercially available mouthwash can potentially reduce the viral load of SARS-CoV-2, the virus that causes COVID-19 in saliva. And now people are questioning whether gargling mouthwash can prevent or treat COVID-19. So let's verify. Our sources are the American Dental Association, 3 major brands that produce oral care products like mouthwash, and Dr. Jason Kindrachuk. The study referenced in Senator Johnson's tweet looked at the impact of mouthwash on viral load in saliva, but it didn't say mouthwash is a cure or preventative treatment for COVID-19. According to the American Dental Association, quote, there is currently no evidence to support that mouthwash reduces infection with or is a treatment of disease caused by the COVID-19 virus, unquote. Verify reached out to the makers of Crest, Scope, and Listerine mouthwash, and all 3 companies confirmed that no evidence currently exists that rinsing with a mouthwash prevents or treats COVID-19. Dr. Jason Kindrachuk says claims that mouthwash can prevent or kill COVID have been around since 2020, but they aren't true.
So for regular mouthwashes and rinse aids, when we heard about these suggestions very early on in 2020, none of that has borne out into fruition.
So we can verify this claim as false. There's no evidence gargling mouthwash can prevent or treat COVID-19. Through the pandemic, Johnson has been accused of spreading misinformation about the virus. In June, YouTube suspended his account for a week after the senator shared a video encouraging people to use alternative COVID-19 treatments. With your Verify, I'm Ariane Till.
Do you still have someone in your life who needs a gift? Well, don't worry, we got you all covered. Check out these deals Steph showed Tori earlier from our friends at Morning Save.
What do you have for us today, Stephanie?
Hey, Tori, I have got some wonderful products and even better deals. There is truly a gift for everyone. So first up, we've got a 2-pack of iJoy Chase Face Plus Object Tracking Robot. We all know someone who's obsessed with social media. So what better gift to get them than this? This is the perfect gift for holiday. These will make the perfect assistant for TikTok videos, FaceTime calls, and Zoom meetings. So this cell phone holder has intuitive face and object tracking. So wherever you move, your phone will follow. So you just put your phone in the slot and it gives you a hands-free experience. You use the app and then you just start moving. So these are normally $50, but right now they're only $19, saving you guys 62%.
That's a cool product that I feel like I sound so old, but a young person would like.
Now, Tori, I've got to tell you about this deal because this is perfect for those beauty and self-care enthusiasts. So we've got 2 almost famous, look at these, gorgeous, almost famous cryo cooling massage globes. Yes. And you just literally use these devices to soothe your skin. It reduces redness, tones down puffiness, it improves circulation, and promotes skincare absorption for plump, youthful looking skin. Now, here is a pro tip. You just put this in the freezer, and the innovative cooling liquid inside will keep the globe icy cold for the length of your facial massage and beyond. So normally these are $69, but we've got them for only $25. I know it saves our viewers 64%. Now, this next item will have the music lovers rejoicing. Wow. So we've got the Power to Go 5-in-1 wireless, look at these, private listening TV headphones. So this deal comes with 1 set of headphones with 1 transmitter, which is this thing here, and it comes with a power adapter. So with this deal, you can have a private listening experience for music, TV, and more. Ooh. So Tori, have you ever been interrupted by the noise of the vacuum while you're watching TV, or you're just listening to music? Well, all you need to do is plug the transmitter into your TV's audio source and it will wirelessly sync to the headphones. So these are usually $60. And right now it's $19. So that saves 68%.
Oh, that's brilliant. And this is for someone who has a hard time hearing and has to read captions. Please get this for them. They can hear it so much easier in the TV.
And then last but certainly not least, we've got Life Pro Mobility and air compression leg massager.
Whoa.
So this deal includes one of these gorgeous massagers with a charging adapter. The massager has 3 different vibration modes, 3 different heat levels, and 3 intensity levels for customized comfort. So compression works to improve blood flow, reduces inflammation, promotes faster healing and vein support for healthy legs. So normally it's as much as $225.
I get it.
Very pricey.
Yeah.
But right now, we've got it for only $99, which saves you 56%.
I gotta be honest, if you have a big flyer in your family, like a big traveler, get these, because you know what I mean? They need compression. They need to decompress. This is excellent for them, but man, just to relax and watch TV, hello.
Absolutely.
Head on over to morningsave.com to snag these amazing deals at the lowest prices. You can even visit morningsave.com on your smartphone. Thank you so much, Steph. We'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
That sound means it is time to verify. Signed, sealed, and delivered with COVID-19. 'Tis the season to send Christmas cards, but with COVID concerns front of mind for yet a second Christmas, we need to revisit this question about your mail. Teresa Wilson asked, why has no one mentioned the fact people still lick their envelopes and want to hand them to a postal clerk? She said she's a postal clerk and asked, isn't this unsanitary? Let's verify. Our sources for this are the Centers for Disease Control, a National Institutes of Health study on COVID and surfaces, and Wake Forest Health infectious disease physician Dr. Chris Uhl. We got a similar question during Christmas time last year with holiday cards. We found a National Institutes of Health study that looked at how the virus spreads on different surfaces. It found the virus can live on paper products like cardboard for up to 24 hours, but has no infection capability on that surface. The CDC also concludes touching surfaces is not the main means of transmission. That said, Dr. Uhl understands viewer Teresa's concern about handling freshly sealed mail.
Now, licking in an envelope is directly putting saliva on the envelope. The virus isn't going to last long in that environment. After, a few minutes to an hour or two, its transmissibility is basically nil. However, if you're going to lick an envelope and directly give it to somebody who then is ungloved and then for some reason wipes their face, I guess there's a potential for transmission in that section.
However, he said it's probably not a major concern or health threat. For postal workers like Teresa, wearing gloves and washing hands can reduce any threat of transmission. So we can verify, yes, it's true. Licking an envelope is unsanitary for the postal worker, but simple precautions can mitigate that risk. And overall, you are very unlikely to spread COVID through the mail. But to be courteous and health conscious, just seal your envelopes at home with a sponge or sticker instead of saliva. With your Verify, I'm Megan Malaris.
After nearly 2 years of suspended payments and interest, the Biden administration is telling people with student loans it's time to pay up. This week, White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki confirmed to reporters that the student loan payment pause instituted by the CARES Act at the beginning of the pandemic in 2020 is still scheduled to end on January 31st. That means, starting in February, an estimated 41 million Americans carrying student loan debt will need to account for a new expense in their budget. In total, Americans owe a staggering $1.6 trillion. Leaders in the president's own party are calling for him to extend the pause and eliminate some of that student debt. They argue resuming the payments now could lead to financial hardship, especially with the emergence of the Omicron variant. The White House says they're monitoring the impact of Omicron, but a smooth transition back into repayment is a high priority. As for eliminating some student debt, the White House has said they're open to the idea, but are still waiting on legislation from Congress.
Listen, this past couple of years has been so crazy. Let's express gratitude for this year and all of the amazing gifts that are coming in 2022.
This year, let's try and put aside all of our differences and just be together and really be present in the moment.
From the Showman's, happy holidays.
From me and my family, we truly want to thank you over the years how much support you've given me and our whole team.
I know the holiday season can be difficult for some, and I just want to let you all know that you're not alone, and I'm wishing you a holiday season full of love and light.
From all of us here at Daily Blast Live,
We want to wish you
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
And a healthy new year.
and my baby said happy holidays.
Feels. All the feels.
I just love seeing you with your family.
Oh,
It's
I love
so
you guys. I
cute.
love
All
seeing
the
all of
feels.
you. We are family.
We are.
We have some comments?
We sure do. I want to get to this. It's Melissa Gates. She says, what I don't understand is how some people will sell all their rights to their music, Bruce, while others are trying to move heaven and earth to get control back, Taylor Swift. Am I missing something? Now we got a response. Donnie says, Melissa, the difference is Bruce is probably about to retire and she's just starting out. Interesting conversation.
I think that's it. She's got a whole career where Bruce is kind of...
How did Bruce know back then? I mean, because it was very rare. I mean, we know Prince did it, but how did he know back then to make sure that he owned his catalog?
That is a good question, because like Billy Joel had no idea.
Right.
Lots of artists, yeah.
That's what Behind the Music was about. Artists getting ripped off.
DBL New every day. We'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place.